Uh, you're dang right I'm a diva. Should I not be? That's what I really want to know. It's like, should I not be a diva?
I don't know.
It's Canadian Power Slave. It's just like Shade Tree Surgeon is a bit of a diva. Actually, I wouldn't say a bit of a diva.
Who said that?
Yeah, a bit of a diva? No. I would say a lot of a diva. And well-deservedly so. Anyway, howdy. Let's go. We're giving away a 1982 Harley-Davidson Shovel Head tonight. It's a 1982 Tour Glide. It's Forgotten Angels Blue.
Tonight.
Tonight we're giving it away, man. Tater salad, we're calling it, because I will tell you that I don't think that any motorcycle in the world makes a more iconic sound than a Harley-Davidson Shovel Head. They really just sound, they sound like the sound wave file for this is on Wikipedia for this is what a Harley-Davidson sound like. It's a Shovel Head for sure. Well, I really like twin cams too. I think that twin cam would probably be it'd be a tie between the two.
I know that my motorcycle isn't supposed to sound the way that it sounds right now. And it's very out of tune. It has the wrong jets in it. But I really like how it sounds right now.
No, when your motorcycle's running, if you had your motorcycle jetted right, it wouldn't change the way it sounds. It would still sound the same when you rode it around.
Really?
Well, that's not going to change it.
Okay.
It just would start easier. I also think you have a weak ignition. I think you have weak spark. Also, your spark plugs have probably been in that bike since 2001.
I remember replacing them as soon as we got the bike. That was like the first thing we did because it broke down on the way home. And you said there was something about the spark plugs getting wet.
No, that wasn't spark plugs. That was the coil getting wet.
What's the difference between spark plugs and a coil?
The coil is what makes the spark plugs fire. Spark plugs are just the conduit for spark to travel through. The coil is what creates the spark.
But
also the ignition.
They're touching.
Through a wire, yes.
Yep.
So I was close.
About a foot away. So close, yeah.
6 inches.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll take it.
So yeah. It could need a new ignition. It could be, I mean, I don't know. It could need a new coil. It starts hard. I think it's got a weak spark. Also, for like 1200cc bike, I've really just got a lot of plosives on my mic. I wonder if it's too loud. For a 1200cc bike, I don't think that it's as fast as it should be with the Mikuni on it. It feels slow to me. Not like it's slow because it's still, it's a sporty bike. It's fun to ride. But it feels...
You think I'm slow?
I think your bike's slower than it should be. That's for sure. I think so. I think we should put a 1250 kit on it. That's me, though. What do you guys think? Leave it up to the chat. Should we make it faster? I wonder what they'll say. They'll be like, no, don't.
No, don't do it.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, rule number 1, never ask a question that you don't already know the answer to.
That's a bad rule.
Oh, okay. Don't ask an opinion that you already know what the answer is going to be. I don't know.
There
There's
you
something
go.
there, right?
I get what you're trying to say, but you definitely said it wrong.
Don't give a choice where you're not sure what the choice is going to be. That's a little clunky, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. You were on the right track.
Yeah. See, look, everyone's fucking into it, dude. What do I... we left it up to the chat, and they've decided that we should make it faster.
It's not...
Wild.
It's not that
The people have spoken. They have. Look at them. They're still speaking, actually.
It's not that I don't want to put a 1250 kit in it. It's that I'm investing in my chopper right now.
It's a good choice.
Here is our 7-step plan for financial ruin.
Step 1.
Invest in motorcycles.
Invest in a chopper. Step 2. Inherit motorcycle parts for said shovel head. Step 3. Get bitches. Step 4 is question mark.
Yeah. Step 5.
and 6 are also question
Step
mark.
7, profit.
Step 7 is profit.
Yeah, obviously. Those 3 question mark. We'll figure those out along the way. Don't worry about it. This is, definitely like Weimaraner Buffet's 7-step plan to success. Oh, no way. Nathan Bridges won the freaking heritage from Burt's.
What?
Dude, he's in the chat.
That's awesome.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations, Nathan Bridges. We have a wiener in the chat, dude. That's freaking awesome, dude. Oh, dude, Tim Kreitz Adventures is in here. That makes me even happier. Tim Kreitz Adventures and I started YouTube around the same... Well, we started making motorcycle content around the same time. Because I used to make hunting content. And just like all sorts of weird shit. Like my own little like stupid movies I made before I made motorcycle content. I know. But they were like a bunch of weird shit. But me
You
and
still
Tim,
do a bunch of weird shit. Don't act like you don't.
Kreitz Adventures started making motorcycle content. And he is like out of like the Magnificent Seven, like the original motorcycle YouTubers, of which I don't know if there was actually 7. I just like to say it. It sounds, you know what I mean?
It sounds good.
Yeah, out of the original Magnificent Seven, Tim Kreitz is the only one that I haven't met in person, which is weird because it's not like because I'm avoiding it. It's just like he lives in West Texas, and I just have I've driven through it a couple times, like, and just been like on such a crazy tight schedule I could not deviate at all.
That's always the big bummer when people are like, "Oh, if you're ever in my neck of the woods, like come say what's up." And it's like, "Motherfucker, I drove through your neck of woods in 10 minutes."
Well, it takes a long time to ride through Tim Kreitz's neck of woods. West Texas is a big place.
Oh, I've never been.
Yeah, you've never crossed the country that way.
I've never been to Texas ever, except for Get On MotoFest.
Yeah, West Texas. That's a whole other country, dude. It is because it's literally, it's like half of Texas, but also the size of a lot of countries, being only still like half of Texas. And your favorite Texan is from East Texas. One Stu Redman from The Stand.
I was also thinking about Stu Redman. As soon as you said Texas, I was like, as soon as I think of Texas,
East Texas.
I think of 2 people.
Yeah.
I think of Stu Redman.
Mm-hmm.
3 people. I think of Stu Redman. I think of
all my
Thick
exes?
Lizzie.
Oh, okay. And all my exes.
And I think of George W. Bush.
I thought he was from like up north or some shit.
Why are there balloons on the chat?
No, George Bush is and sorry, I know like the Bush family, America's own monarchy, you know, the royal family of Bushes. Even Jeb's like the freaking the one that fucked up. I don't know. There's probably some more.
Please clap.
Yeah, please clap. Poor Jeb. George Bush is a faker, dude. He's not from Texas. He's like he's a Yankee, dude. He's like from fucking New England or some shit. Yeah, he's a faker. And he's just like, I'm George Bush. I'm from Texas. We do it better in Texas. Nah, he's just like he's a Yankee, 100%. I think so. I could be wrong. Someone in the chat will correct me. I can guarantee that, dude. Yeah, Connecticut.
That's
Dude,
also fucked up when all your brothers are from Texas.
Motherfuckers from Connecticut. Okay, Connecticut is definitely like where America's monarchy comes from. That's like probably I would say people say Tennessee's inbred and West Virginia's inbred. I was like, there's like some blue blood, like old school European style inbred up in Connecticut. Okay, that's where they breed old money.
Are they part of the Shakers? Have you seen that, Josh? The Shakers?
The Shakers? No, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, God. I can't believe you haven't seen the Shakers.
What's it about?
It's an inbred family.
No, Mish, I love New England, dude.
Yeah,
right here in
I have no
town.
problem with New England. I saw somebody also said that they were in Loveland, so I just want to note that that's like the 2 Stephen King places. That's the only reason why
I will tell you this, and this is not, I'm not political at all. Like, I don't talk politics, but I do like to like fight my politicians on things that have nothing to do with politics at all.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
So I'll have you know,
Thank you, John
I'm
Hero.
not into politics, and I will not discuss them on this channel ever.
But I like talking about politicians.
I like
fight him.
I
like,
will tell you, there is a picture of George Bush hanging above my bed, and it's an heirloom.
Family
gift.
heirloom, dude. It's signed.
It's a family heirloom. It's signed.
From the family. It's the America's royal family, the Bushes.
It's the Whitakers. Sorry.
The Whitakers?
Yeah.
It's the Whitakers.
They look like they're from Connecticut already. They look like old money. Oh wait, this is an ad.
I know, but they're inbred. I feel really bad because I was making jokes about them. I didn't know that they're inbred.
Oh, they are inbred.
Yeah, like.
Well, they should stop doing that. It's a choice. You don't have to bang your cousin, dude.
Hey, hear me out. The Targaryens have been doing it for years, right?
No. We're not discussing politics. We're discussing politicians.
Yeah.
So I will talk about politicians.
I'm not talking about politics.
I'll talk about them the same way I talk about celebrities.
Yeah, he's a public figure.
Yeah, I don't care about I don't want to know about their actual decisions. I don't give a fuck about that.
Dude,
but
I can't talk about George Bush because when George Bush was president, I was like 3.
I know it's like talking
what
about
do you-
George Washington as
Yeah,
far as you're
like,
concerned. You don't know who George Bush.
I don't fucking know, dude. I know that he's America's royal family. He's essentially like Queen Elizabeth to me. You know?
All I was going to say is George Bush is from Connecticut, but Bill Clinton's from fucking Arkansas. And if you go to Little Rock, that is like the entire town is a shrine to Bill Clinton. It's hilarious.
Really?
That motherfucker's a redneck, dude.
Is that where he's from?
Yeah, he's from fucking Little Rock, Arkansas, dude.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
He's a fucking redneck.
I got to meet Bill Clinton at in Minnesota. I screwed up when he walked in. I was with Quentin, and everybody said, "Please rise for the President of the United States." So I stood up, and then he started walking towards me. So I quickly grabbed my phone off the table. Secret Service.
Oh,
guy.
dude, they're about to freaking.
They were on me like shit on steak, man. Or steak on shit. It was that fast. And the guy grabs me by the arm. And he goes, "Sir, you can't do that." Big mistake, but he's a pretty cool guy, man.
Oh, dude, Midland's population has tripled. Tim Kreitz adventures, man. I know we are giving away a shovel head tonight. I would love to know Tim Kreitz's opinion on shovel heads because he is West Texas, born and bred.
Oh yeah, we were talking about Texas.
Yeah, West Texas, born and bred. Like, does ham radio. Is a accomplished musician. Like, has music on fucking Spotify and Apple Music, and like, very accomplished musician.
Mm-hmm.
I think he told me his band got not picked, but like reached out to by Billy Gibbons, who basically like, if Billy Gibbons reaches out to you in Texas, that's like the Wizard of Oz calling you for a
Okay.
for like a audience. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude. I just want to take a note. Sidebar here. I just realized for some reason my settings were set to like 360p automatically.
Oh, really?
So see what yours are set to. Go ahead, the audience. Go ahead, change your
mine's
stuff.
1080 60. You must be on that boom boom internet.
Yeah, set your stuff to 1080 if you're not on 1080 right now, so you can watch this live stream in HD.
The Reverend
Moving on.
Gibbons. The Reverend Gibbons. Yeah, dude. If the Reverend Gibbons reaches out to your band in Texas, I don't know, man. That's just like, I think that's like getting your mixtape in Dr. Dre's hands. You know what I mean? That's like, it's like a big deal. You know what I mean? If you play the blues in Texas and Billy Gibbons is like, you have done well. You have pleased me with your efforts. It's the same as getting your mixtape in Dre's hand. Pretty big deal. Anyway, Tim Kreitz is a cool guy.
John Hero says, anyone willing to teach me to ride a motorcycle in Los Angeles, from the chat. So I know someone from Los Angeles who can actually help you.
We really do, actually.
It's a program called Ride With Us. They take people from not being able to ride a motorcycle to like ready to take their endorsement in like 15,
Let's
20
do that, because he
minutes.
left a super chat, and then we got on this whole fucking that George Bush is a fake Southerner, and
yeah. So I
you
didn't.
know what I mean? Sorry, John Hero.
So I'll Google that for you. It's called Ride With Us.
Tim Kreitz, if you ever come to Tampa, you have a place to stay. I mean that. You have my phone number. Yeah, Ride With Us.
So I'll drop that link right now.
So
this
if
is
you
a
guys,
great program. and they go everywhere. They're not just in Los Angeles. They're everywhere.
So if you go, there's a guy on YouTube. If you are like, you like comment a lot and stuff like that, you definitely see him down there. His name is Tango165. He's a good friend of ours. We see him every time we go to California. We've seen him in other places too. Great fucking dude. He's the one. He has a lot to. I don't want to say exactly what he does, but he has a lot to do with it. So he's Tango165 on YouTube, on Instagram, but just ride with us. It's a very cool thing. They will literally, so they teach people on Honda Groms, like TW200s. And so it's like they'll teach you how to ride, but you don't get your motorcycle license. So it's not an exact, like, it's not a motorcycle class. It's just like, hey, if you want to know, it's like basically what David does.
Yeah, it's like you can
you can do this.
Learn how to ride a motorcycle. So when you go to take your endorsement, you feel more comfortable and you're not just like getting on a motorcycle for the first time like I did. But besides that, it's not like accredited or anything. It's just a way to get people on the road and comfortable. Not like on the road, but on a motorcycle and comfortable.
Dude, Tim Kreitz, take me up on it. Come down here. Let's record some music. Shay's got a beautiful singing voice. But you're going to have to play what we play. Gin and Juice. What song do you want to? And we'll make Tim, because he's like he's like a studio musician. He can play anything, right? Like you'd be like, here's the sheet music or the whatever, and you just you know what I mean, like one of those people.
Yeah, anyone who can read music, you can read. Like,
we'll make him like do a guitar backing on a rap song or something. It'll be funny.
I love that. It's a great idea.
We actually have access. Or I don't know if we have access, but I think David could call in a favor and get us access to a professional recording studio that's in a certain
Mile Maker Place Base.
A certain high up fuzz. Whose name I will not speak right now. But if we needed to make that happen, we can get the recording studio too.
Yep.
Could that actually happen, David? Don't let me speak out of my ass.
No.
With that. So that could happen.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yep. That's easy.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. It's a real record from what I haven't seen it, but David told me it's legit. Like it's no joke.
No, I've heard about it.
Yeah. Anyway, Mile Maker plays bass. Let's fucking do this. I'll play the spoons. I'm just kidding. I've got no rhythm at all. Tragically born without rhythm.
But anybody can play the spoons.
Yeah, just not well, Oh yeah, I lost my rhythm in the. Just got it shot off in the '80s. Real bad.
Anyone can play me because I'm a sucker for love.
What's up, Paco Pete? So yes, we are giving away a 1982 Shovel Head, because that's what was really going. Like, so I was saying all this stuff about how like Tim Kreitz is just like a real American hero, ham radio, all the like whatever the nerdiest American hobbies are, he's into them. He's like he likes to like set off model rockets, like
when you
American
said what
boy.
is the nerdiest American hobby, and the first thing that came to my mind was model rockets, ham radio, like building model airplanes or something like that.
Yeah. It's like whatever that shit. That's like if you think of something like what's a very nerdy, very American thing to do. Tim's like, I know all about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he rides. But he's like. Only rides Japanese bikes. I think he's had a Harley before, I'm sure. But he like is way into Japanese bikes. Which is just, it's not weird because like, when he started riding, that was when shovel heads were built very badly by the AMF instead of by AMF Harley. So it's like, you can't blame him for getting into Japanese bikes. That's the same like Shelby is too, He's super nerd. Or blues, no rhythm. Me too, bud. Me too. Paco Pete's in the side chat. Paco Pete's a good dude. Paco Pete rode cross country on a BMW F800 GS with a that's his story to tell about his disability, but he has a severe medical condition that leaves him permanently disabled. And he was still able to make it cross country with like stuff where he like needs breasts, and just it's a very difficult journey for him. That what he had to do on an incredibly thin budget, because I don't know if you guys have seen what disability pays these days, but it's not a lot. At least not in America. I thought that was very cool, man. I was like, dude, if you can do that, and he was like staying at Bunka-Biker and freaking sleeping in a tent and doing all this stuff, it was very cool. Okay, if Shelby says the shovel is nice, that's a nice shovel, okay?
The shovel that we're giving away tonight, is that the one he's talking about?
Shelby notoriously hates shovel heads.
Really?
Mm.
What about my shovel head?
Oh, what the hell, dude? That's wild. Like a freaking Quentin's like bending down to be in the picture.
Paco Pete, I still haven't sent you your shirt, and I'm sorry about that. I will send you your shirt. I'm an asshole. I've been falling behind on some orders. So if you've sent me an email recently and I haven't responded, I'm sorry. It's been a busy week.
Yeah, we're getting on it.
I'm getting on it.
We're raffle where the winner comes down to ride with us. We did those. We did last year. We did 3 raffles where people came down to hang out.
People haven't really been available to come down and ride, so we've just been shipping the motorcycles when they can't come down and ride them, because not everyone can just take that time off of work.
We have a bunch of winners in the chat right now. Sick Bastard, he won the white FXR. Flipping the Blue Mule won the stepdad chopper.
Yeah.
Who else in here won a bike? There's like a bunch of people won bikes. Also, like I want to say, so Flipping the Blue Mule is the second person to have won twice, because he wanted. He said he wanted a jersey from Birch because he bought a ticket from the Birch raffle, and he said he wanted a jersey.
Okay. I saw Moto Mortician in here too.
Yeah, Moto Mortician's a winner, a 2-time winner.
Yeah.
It's not weird because like these raffles, they don't have tens of thousands of people. They have thousands of people. It's not over 10,000 people that are in the raffle. It's like people are buying more tickets than one ticket, but it's not over 10,000 people. Myth the Wrath is in the chat. We got another winner, my man, the myth, the Wrath.
Moto Mortician won with that new haircut.
JDL Chrome is now a member, and he actually joined my premiere, and he said it was his very first premiere he's ever been in. So welcome to the shit show.
I'm just saying, people do win. I know there's people who've entered in every single thing we've ever done and not won, but people obviously win.
I'll drop that raffle link right now. So right now, the raffle is currently at $578,000.
Yeah, we haven't pulled it yet. You guys still got time.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, like I got it in the last day thing, which I know a lot of people are doing.
Yeah.
Now is the time.
Cindy's here too.
David Tyler, Recycled Hooligans, says Break Free. I don't know who that is, but they want to make a donation to Forgotten Angels. I don't know who Break Free is. Steve L. won a skateboard. We can give away some other stuff.
Yeah, I have stuff to give away, actually. I have some pretty cool stuff. I'll be right back.
I'll be right here. Yes, if you donate through Harness, which is the Forgotten Angels credit card app, you are entered for everything ever. You're automatically, as long as you're in Harness, you're entered in every single thing. You don't have. I'm not trying to dissuade people from getting extra chances by buying raffle tickets, but if you are in Harness, you are entered for everything as long as you're in Harness, everything all the time, forever. And we got lots more stuff to give away. I don't think we're going to stop doing this anytime soon. So, I mean, anyway, yeah, we got a lot more stuff. So if you're in Harness, you're entered for everything. Yes. I think Harness is doing good. It's a few people were confused on how it worked at first, so I think they're working on a couple kinks, right, David? Or
Yep. Yeah, everything's good. They do a really good job of reaching out to anybody if there's any issues. So, yeah, we're very happy with them.
Tony, hey Munkets, your milestone message. Let me look. I'm trying to scroll up and see. I don't know if I got it, man. I'm sorry, dude. Can you send it again? Yep, I talked to Flip Null a couple weeks ago. Yeah, some people stop making YouTube videos, Viking Plumber. It's not everybody makes them forever. I really, and I'm not saying that other people don't like making them, but I don't know how to say this without sounding like I'm bragging about myself, but I really like making YouTube videos. Refined Gags, is this a paid giveaway? So what are you asking? Are you asking if I am getting paid? You have to kind of say, like, what are you actually asking? No, I'm not getting paid. I just want to know what are you trying to ask? Paid giveaway. Like, money's involved, but 100% of the money's going to charity. So it's all going to Forgotten Angels to help their fight against the abuse in the foster care system and how these kids get not only mistreated by the parents that they have, but then get mistreated by the caretakers that the government puts them in. Because if you guys didn't know, like, if your parents abuse you mentally, physically, sexually, ruin your credit, ruin your life, treat you less than an animal, then, you know, the government will just pay someone else $1,000 a month to take care of you, but then they don't really check up on you a whole lot. They're just like, okay, you take care of them now. And then they're like, are they dying? No. Okay, that's good enough. Technically better than where they were. Sure. Technically, not by much. Enough to, like, keep them from dying, I guess, sometimes, because they have died. And David has some horror stories about young people dying in foster care and not being discovered until days later that they had passed away because these people have no supervision. They're not supervised. They're not, like, I don't know what people think it is, but unless you're aware of it, whatever you think it is not that. You would probably think that they have to provide food. You would probably think that they have to provide something like a TV. You would think they have to provide, like, any number, maybe internet, which a lot of people are like, why do you need internet? But, like, it's 2023. You need fucking internet, man. That's at this point in America, at least, that's a basic, hard to exist without access to the internet. But anyway, access to the internet is like the last thing on their mind. They have nothing. They're not required to give them anything. They don't have to give them clothes. They don't have to give them food. They don't have to give them anything except 4 walls and air conditioning. Those are the requirements in the state of Florida. So there's a lot of them that don't do anything besides that, and they don't check on them. They don't take care of them. And there was a young man who passed away in his sleep. I don't know if it was like was it sleep apnea, or was it like it was a diabetic thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, his name is Kevin.
Yeah, and I'm talking about this very matter-of-factly, but it was a huge... when David first told me about it, it was a horrible thing to talk about. But he had a diabetic issue where he passed away in his sleep, and then they didn't even know he had passed away until days later. Because no one even checked on him to see if he was alive. This is a teenager. This is a kid. 16-year-old kid. Was he 16, 17?
18.
18. Well, yeah.
He just turned 18.
Just turned 18. Insane. But yeah, the harness thing is, you can get through it on the ForgottenAngelsFlorida.org website. I have a link in the description of the bio of every single video I've released for the past 3 years, or past 6 months since we started doing it. There's a link in the bio. Deplorable Chicano. He says she truly feels these young people because he was also abused in foster homes. I'm sorry, man. I'm glad that you've made it out of it. I don't know what your situation is now, but I would have to imagine better than it was back then. So, yeah, anyway. So anybody who's bought a ticket to win the bike, this beautiful 1982 shovel head that we're giving away, absolutely mechanically perfect condition. Perfect for a rider, I think. I think it's a perfect rider. It's not a concourse level freaking bike. It's got a chip in the paint here and there. It's, not a lot. It's still pretty good looking. But it is a perfect bike to ride. It's a rider. It's definitely a rider. And so I want whoever gets that bike to just ride the fuck out of it, man, because it's ready to go. There's not a lot of shovel heads out there that are just ready to ride anywhere, and that one is. It runs perfectly. It starts it starts right away. Runs like a freaking top. There's nothing on it that's broken. The brakes work great. You know, it handles good. The suspension, like everything on it's fucking great. You know, it's wild. It's got all the original parts. It's still got the Harley back in the day, before they completely converted every bike to belt drive. Back in the day when they still had chains on their touring models, what they used to do is completely enclose the chain. So the chain is completely enclosed, and that was only done to like prevent it from like splashing oil and all this shit up on you. It's just something they did back in the day, which is like, it's fine. I mean, whatever. It's like, that's kind of a minor gripe. That's definitely like just a little like curb appeal showroom floor. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a selling point on the showroom floor, because that bike was built to compete with Honda Goldwings. So the Honda Goldwing had a shaft drive. So the shaft drive obviously has zero maintenance. So Harley was like, it's kind of silly that they're just like, okay, instead of just like making it belt drive, because so many of their bikes were belt drive, they're just like, okay, we're going to completely enclose the chain in this housing. So I have to use the bathroom.
Okay,
Anyway.
no, we're back. Sorry about that. My bad. My bad. No, we lost audio for a second, but I got it back. Thanks, guys. Who pulled the mic plug? It was me. It was me the whole time. No, it's not an Indian emblem on the tank. Josh could tell you like all the different Harley logos that have existed, but I couldn't.
I'm gonna actually have to ride that bike tomorrow. I haven't ridden it yet.
Really?
Nope.
Everyone who's ridden it has loved it. I can't ride it because it's got forward controls, but everyone's really likes it.
And if you win this bike, you won't have to push your friend across the goddamn country on it.
Yeah. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
Do I sound like sour grapes?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh. I kind of would be sour too. I don't know if I would be sour. I would just mention it every time I could.
Mention what?
That if I had to push start you across the country,
I wouldn't know what that.
I would
that's like.
I would ask for an honorable
Some
mention
jerk
at
brought it up
every
on
moment.
on the live stream. I don't know who it was.
I mean, I don't know. I thought it was probably kind of an honor to be a part of
John,
a small, one of the smallest parts of getting that bike, across the country. Every machine needs every little tiny gear and sprocket. And David, you were a part of that, man. You were part of something bigger than yourself, and I think that's pretty special. I'm like I could beat up after this.
John asks, "What is a good starter bike?" And I think the answer is the cheapest bike you can find, because you're probably gonna drop it a bunch.
The most power you can handle.
Right. Get the most you're willing to handle for the cheapest it's like max everything out that you're comfortable with. Like I'm not saying like go out and buy a fucking Hayabusa.
Yeah, the raffle is the one with the
But
house. It's the same raffle.
I'm not a
The house is the grand prize.
yes. I'm not like I'm not a person that's like buy a 125. If you want to, fine. If you like the look of a Grom and you want a Grom as your first bike, buy a Grom. There's nothing wrong with that. They're fun. But if you're like, I want to ride long distance, I want a touring bike, all this stuff, like just buy the biggest bike you think you can handle. Be realistic with yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Like there's a lot of bikes that I think are like friendly. They're beginner friendly while still being large enough to be highway friendly and all these things. Like I think there's a lot of adventure bikes that are like that are quite good. I think the V-Strom 650 is an absolutely phenomenal first bike. Fast enough to go high. It'll go 80 miles an hour. It'll go faster than 80, but it'll comfortably do 80 miles an hour. It's comfortable to ride. It accelerates. It has luggage options. If you want like a cruiser style bike, I think that the Rebel 1100 is hard for me to recommend. It's fucking fast. The Rebel 1100 is a I don't quite know if I could classify that as a great beginner bike because it is.
It rips though.
It fucking rips, dude. That bike is no joke.
Yeah,
I say
anything
that
smaller than a 650 is a waste of money.
that's
I agree.
I don't think so. Not if you're a girl.
Especially if you're a girl.
No.
Yeah.
No, dude, I started on a 250 and I don't regret it. If I started on a 650, I probably would have wrecked.
No, you wouldn't.
I don't know, but I'm not someone else.
Your Suzuki Savage, you would have been fine if you started on the Savage.
You think so?
Yeah.
The bike's about 60 pounds heavier. That's it.
I know, I guess. It's...
See, people who start on 250s...
Okay, but to be fair, I only ever rode it to, like, school and to work, which of my work was down the street.
Yeah,
so I didn't need anything more than that at the time.
My experience is that everybody who starts on a 250 or a 450 or a 500 says it was a good starter bike only because they didn't have the experience of starting on a 750 or an 1100.
That is probably true.
And the other thing is once you have figured out how to change gears and keep the bike upright, it takes about 2 days to grow into a motorcycle.
It's true.
That's all it takes.
Well, I don't think... Well, it's just not everybody has the opportunity to ride before the course.
True.
You know,
That's
like...
true.
I had never ridden a motorcycle before I took the motorcycle course. It was my like very first time, and afterwards I didn't have access to any motorcycles to ride to like see which one that I liked best. I didn't know you could go test ride bikes. And I didn't feel comfortable to really test ride a bike at a dealership considering I had only ever taken the motorcycle course and that was the only time I'd ever ridden. So I was like, I want a 250, I want something small. And Josh went with me to go pick up this 250 from a trap house in St. Pete.
Yeah, it was a sketchy place. I don't know, man. I'm not like huge. The beginner bike market is obviously there, and I just think it's fine. A lot of people have had great experiences starting on small beginner bikes. I also just think they're like they're almost.
That's why I never say what CC someone should start on. I just say whatever's cheapest.
I mean, the whole thing is you can buy a 250cc bike that makes as much more horsepower than that 1300cc shovel head. You know, those CCs mean literally nothing.
It doesn't. The problem is when people get an opportunity to try their friend's bike and they've had theirs only for like a month. And all of a sudden, there's this shit because their friends is a rocket ship, and they can actually handle it.
You know,
they're stuck with a 450.
I'm gonna tell you, the best starter bike is anything except a 250 Kawasaki Ninja. Fuck that bike. Moving on. I'm sorry. That was a super chat. We had to respond.
But you're 100%
have
right
to.
on.
You have to respond.
Buying something you can afford. Don't go buy a new bike because it's true. Most people don't fall on them. They usually topple them over.
Yeah, so I would say something like without plastics. It's because they get just like they're so
you're gonna
easy
drop
to get
it.
beat up. So like a standard bike. I think that honestly, like, and so we are actually talking about doing a video on this type of bike. One of the cheapest, most readily available, do everything bikes right now, I think, is the Nighthawk 750, which was made pretty much unchanged from the early 90s. Because it was shaft drive. They did the 650 for a while. Honda did a couple of weird things with the air cooled CB engines in the 80s. They pretty much kind of got all on the same track in the 90s, and it was unchanged, I think, until like 2005 or 6 or something like that. It had
Somewhere
a really long run.
Yeah.
And a Nighthawk 750, the chain drive, not the shaft drive. So that's nice enough. The old shaft drive ones from the 80s were fine, I guess.
The Suzuki GS 650 is a good starter bike, also a naked one.
Yeah, but a naked bike like that has a metal tank,
Mm-hmm.
and no plastic. Like, the whole thing is put a couple dents in a metal tank. Sometimes you can pull them out, and if you can't, you just buy a new tank and strap it on. But like, plastics just get beat up, and there's about 1,000 little tiny fucking pins and screws and everything that holds them on, as opposed to a metal tank on your motorcycle that about 3 bolts hold it on, firmly. And you can also put a couple of crash guards on the bike, which most Nighthawk 750s already got them on there, that you're not going to bash the tank in anyway. The worst you're going to do is bend a brake pedal, a shifter, or crack a lever. Like, it's just, to me, I think that the Nighthawk 750 is probably the ideal beginner bike. Like, for cheapness, easy to fix, easy to repair, cheap parts, reliable.
Light.
It's and enough power that you can cruise on the highway.
OTC says, everyone says that you're going to drop it, but I've been riding for a year now and I haven't dropped it once. Is that not common? And
who said, what was the question? Oh, you're going to drop it right for a year
yeah,
now. No,
is that not common? No, I just have to say that
depends on how tall you are.
Your time is coming.
Your time will come.
Your time will come, and
it's
every
not that
day.
Weird.
Well, if you think about it, every day you get closer to it.
Yeah, because it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
So the longer it doesn't happen, the more likely it is going to happen. Don't worry, though. You'll be fine.
And that's some fucking math for you.
Yeah, I didn't invent math. I think an alien did.
Somebody else had a good question, too, that I wanted to talk about. The motorcycle. On the blue shovel here.
Sorry, go ahead.
Why does it have wings?
You talking about
the
decal?
Yeah.
This is our old Harley
you
decal.
Gave it Red Bull?
Yeah, it's because Red Bull.
Red Bull?
That was a
Red Bull Blue?
That was a Harley decal in the 80s. I think maybe in the 70s too.
Somebody said it just looked like an Indian logo. And I was like, I don't know.
Well, I think the Indian, they might have made something somewhere in the 80s, but I think they ceased to be long before that one came out.
I see.
But yeah, no, eagle wing, not Indian feathers.
Mm-hmm.
So someone said that Vulcan 750 was an underrated starter bike. I think that the Vulcan 750 would definitely be a great starter bike.
Yeah.
My issue with Japanese VTwins is, like, everyone gets scared of 4-cylinder motorcycles with carburetors, but getting a bank of 4 carburetors out of a 4-cylinder motorcycle inline 4 is no, it's easy compared to a V-twin.
If you don't know what you're doing,
dude, get the carbs out of a Virago or a Vulcan 750, because they would do
that.
It's so much worse.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the Japanese companies would always put 2 carburetors in between the cylinders on V-twin bikes, which I'm like, why? Which is so silly, because a V-twin should have lower end power, which is like much better accomplished by a single carburetor rather than 1 per cylinder. And it's just dumb. And they always did it like that, and they're bare. They're just a real pain in the ass, man.
Turns into a gold wing, having to take off the seat,
awful,
the tank, dude. And
JD has said my name a bunch of times. I'm here, dude.
Yeah, that's a good one. A Bandit 1200.
I can Bandit. They're pretty fucking fast,
Yep.
man. That
Yep,
bike,
that's a-
Bandit
it's a great
1200s
bike.
are. That's not so. If they're, I mean, I guess you go like, oh, it's almost twice the size of the Honda 750, but Bandit 1200s are no joke, man. That's a fast motorcycle. It's a powerful bike. Yeah, any Japanese V twin outside of some of the newer like Yamaha Roadstars and stuff like that, which were set up, which I just learned from Joe the Mountain Jedi, that the newer 1600 and 1700 and 1900 Yamaha Roadstar engines are like, you look at the thing, it's basically a shovel head engine. And so they're set up so much like a Harley, it's not even funny. But when Japan was getting real fancy with their V-twin engines and putting dual carbs on them and putting them in between the cylinders, it just is nightmarish to get those out. Like, and why they put two carburetors on them just seems ridiculous to me, but it is what it is. But taking four carbs off of a inline 4-cylinder engine is so much easier than taking two carbs out from in between a V-twin engine. I promise you. I've done both multiple times. It is so much easier to deal with 4 carbs than it is to deal with 2 carbs in a V-twin. It's insane. The carbs on a Honda Goldwing 1000, before they went to the 1500, everyone bitches about Honda Goldwing carbs, but the carbs on any Honda Goldwing 1200 are actually very, very easy to access. They're easy to get at. The Honda Goldwing 1500 carbs they went from 1 carb per cylinder to 2 carburetors for 6 cylinders, but they are insanely hard to get out compared to the old Honda 1200s. Barry Crawford, Versy 650. I would recommend the same as a what did I say? A fucking V-Strom. Yeah. Except the Versy 650 just looks like a prolapsed anus. It's one of the ugliest bikes in the world, man. I think a Versy 6, which makes, you would think I would like it because I like ugly bikes, but they just managed to make it like incredibly aggressively ugly and also boring at the same time. I think the Versy 650 is just like an astoundingly poorly executed, poorly artistically executed motorcycle. Probably one of the most just commits every single cardinal sin of how a bike should look. Not all of them, the older ones anyway. I think the newer ones look okay. Sorry to all my Versys guys out there, but you guys have just horrible taste, I guess. I don't think a Versys is something you pick. A Versy 650, like the old ones, it's just something that happens to you. Like a natural disaster.
It picks you because somebody dropped their bike and now you can get it for cheap.
Yep, old V4 carbs are very hard to work on as well.
Versy's just a shitty version of a V-Strom.
The Gladius. Yeah, the Gladius is an incredibly ugly motorcycle as well. And the Gladius and the Versy 650 have a lot in common. The Emerald Dreamer. If my Honda CB750 chopper was for sale, you would know it. And no, it is not. And it will never be. I would have to be in pretty dire straits to sell that motorcycle. That motorcycle is going nowhere. So for you guys who don't know, I actually thought about doing that. I don't know if I'll do it for this one, but I was like, okay, maybe in some of the other raffles, I'll just like open it up to any motorcycle I have. Like whatever we're raffling off, but if you just like want to pick anything else I have, with like a few exceptions, being like my FXRs, the CB750, my Yamaha XX50 chopper, like a few, but those are the definitely exceptions. Like that CB750 was a dealership built Denver choppers mail order kit that was built in, it's a 1973, and they took a brand new 1973 CB750 engine, yanked it out of a brand new bike, and put it in a chopper. Like, it's just a very cool piece of early 70s chopper history, which was something they did with bikes back in the 70s when Denver choppers first started making their mail order kit, and just put them on the showroom floor. Kind of like the same way that, you know, Harley Davidson did it too. They just did it with like chrome and, you know, flame paint jobs and stuff like that. And like these chopper companies selling specifically Denver choppers. Denver choppers was definitely the biggest one, and they're still in business now. So Denver's Choppers, not in Denver. The guy's name is Denver. I think they're out of California. They're not out of Colorado. But Denver's Choppers was one of the first, like the pre-runners in the just selling somebody an entire kit. So it was like, here's your frame, an entire frame, a front and rear wheel, a Springer front end, shift linkages, electronics box, a chrome dress-up kit. It also came with an acorn nut kit, which was very weird at the time because the CB750 was obviously a metric motorcycle, but acorn nuts that you bought back in the day, they did not come in metric sizes. So every single acorn nut on that bike is a standard nut, a standard hex nut. But the threads are all they're all welded on individually. They're all made by hand, and all the threads are metric. It's fucking bizarre, dude. It's just really, it's a really cool piece of history. It's a very cool bike, and I got it for almost nothing, and I'm never selling it. I'd rather set it on fire. Sorry. That's me. It'd be hard for me to give up the dirt shirt. I guess if somebody really wanted it, I would. It would be hard. I could build another one though. I could make another one. I can't make another CB750 original Denver's Choppers mail order kit. You know what I mean? I can't make another one of those. I can make another Sportster into a dirt bike, you know? Yeah. Anyway. So yes, you can still win this 1982 Shovel Head. It's a Tour Glide. Very neat motorcycle, man. The rubber-mounted Tour Glide was an answer to the Goldwing, and there's like two camps of thought on Eric Buell and his contributions to Harley Davidson. So Eric Buell never really cared about Harley Davidson, which why would he? Eric Buell cared about one thing, and that was racing motorcycles, and that's it. So a lot of people just go like, Eric Buell made the FXR frame, the greatest thing that Harley's ever done. Well, he didn't really make the FXR frame. He basically just took an FL frame, a rubber mount FL frame that was developed already by Harley Davidson, and he changed the rake degrees on it and narrowed it up and basically just made it sportier, and then that was the FXR. And so he really just took something that already existed at Harley and kind of like tweaked it a little bit. And then he was just like, okay, here you go. Here's the FXR. Now let me just take as much money from Harley Davidson as possible because all I really want to do is start a race team. So that's kind of like the Eric Buell story too. But then like, if you say that to certain people, they'll just like want to fight you because will just, you know, Eric Buell died for their sins or something. I don't fucking know, dude. They just worship the ground he walks on. And he's amazing. He does amazing things at motorcycles, makes amazing race bikes. But the FXR, which is an amazing bike, I love it, was just nothing but a like the touring bike frame that Harley already made that he was just like tweaked a little bit to be better. Like he didn't like make it from the ground up. I think it was like the first time they used like computer programming or something like that to like make it. There's a couple cool things about it. And that's not taking anything away from Eric Buell at all. That's just being like, he's just a dude who like did the bare minimum for his job to get what he wanted in order to go race. That's all he wanted to do. He wanted to race bikes, and that's it. That's all. He wants to race motorcycles, and everything else is secondary. Eric Buell is a pretty amazingly driven person.
Eric Buell? That's who just called me on the phone right
now. Whoa.
Did you guys know that? Eric Buell just called me?
Yeah, he was like, is your refrigerator running?
You better go catch it. Vroom, vroom.
Yeah, it's fast. I put a new frame on it.
I've always wanted to ask David if Forgotten Angels has ever had one of the boys get into the trucking industry.
Nope. No, none of them. A few of them have had opportunities. Junior talked about it, but never followed through.
I've had a couple people that I know, like as friends, talk about it, but also never follow through. I wonder if the barrier for entry is difficult.
Yeah. I think it's it's got to be a really difficult job. I don't know. All the credit in the world to these guys that can
For
do
real, there are literally countries' unsung heroes.
Yeah, they are. They're the reason that the economy survives and flourishes. But I couldn't do it day in, day out.
No, I couldn't either. But like,
I'd end up smashing into a school bus full of kids, and
me too.
I couldn't handle that.
I could not stay awake that long
Me
and
either.
drive. Like, I know that there's a really high turnover rate for truck driving, so it's not that there's not enough truckers. It's just that it's really hard to keep truckers.
They're actually allowing 18-year-old kids to drive trucks now, which I'm not so sure I'm down with that.
I didn't know that there was an age limit like before.
It's not that there was an age limit. It's that in order to fulfill the requirements that the economy puts on the drivers, I think it was like a year and a half, 2 years ago, there was almost 5,000 drivers needed. So what was happening is they were going out to high schools and recruiting kids right out of high school to start driving trucks. I just don't know that an 18-year-old is, I mean, and I have to provide this with the fact that we'll allow an 18-year-old to carry a gun and defend our country. And so by my saying I'm not so sure that they're prepared to be able to do the rigors of driving a long-haul truck, I just think it's very dangerous, and it takes time to build up the stamina to do it, just like riding a motorcycle. You know, ask Junior, the first time he rode to Atlanta, he almost died. So could you imagine him getting in a long-haul truck and going from Tampa to, you know, or driving 16 hours or however many hours they're able to drive?
Junior?
Yeah.
Junior. No,
Yeah.
I would not want Junior on the road driving a
you wouldn't
truck.
want him to be behind you either.
No, I would be kind of scared if I was driving my motorcycle next to Junior driving a truck.
18-wheeler, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be a little nervous.
Yeah.
I love Junior.
Me too, but I
Like,
wouldn't want
I
to drive beside
love
him either.
Junior, but with all due respect, I might be a little nervous. Yes, the puppies and the kitties came to visit. Everybody say hello and goodbye, because they're gone already. Yeah, I don't know much about the trucking industry. No, it's not too late to enter. You can enter right now. I'll drop the link. So I don't want to talk too much out of my ass. All I want to say is like that how much respect I have for truck drivers.
Yeah. The money has a lot to do with whether or not you're driving your own truck and having to pay your own gas, which means that your salary is going to rise and fall with the price of gas, as opposed to driving for a big company like Swift, where you're going to make a salary plus miles.
I have no idea how much like truck drivers make, but I personally, like, I don't know anything about truck driving or the industry. I just feel like they should be paid like doctors.
Yeah.
You know, like you'd think that, you know, people who are like making the world go round should be paid like the best. I don't know how much they make.
Yeah. I know that a lot of them, and I know there's a few drivers in here, but there's a couple of pervs. Every time you drive past a truck, they're looking down inside your car, every car. And I think it's because they see so much shit while they're driving. They just can't help themselves from looking down and seeing what they see.
Oh, I couldn't imagine. I personally do weird shit in my car. So I can only imagine what it's like to see me do that weird shit in my car.
Right. Please, nobody ask what that weird shit is.
Yeah, and I won't tell you. Only patrons know.
You gotta ask a trucker.
Huh?
You gotta ask a trucker who's looking down from his truck to see them do that weird
Oh yeah,
shit.
you're gonna have to ask the truck drivers.
Wow.
So no, it is not too late to buy a raffle ticket, and I am dropping the link here.
Do it now.
Do you guys want to?
Yeah, let's give some stuff away.
I was gonna give some stuff away. Sorry, I received a really important phone call.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's okay. I just like if that person calls, like, you ever have a person who calls you and you're like, this person doesn't call me, and if they call me, I need to answer.
No, I almost never answer my phone. There are a few people I answer my phone for.
There's also very few people I'll answer my phone for. That was a friend.
Almost 100% of them are in this room.
Yeah. Same.
So,
But that person was also, it was a friend. It was Eric Buell.
Mm.
You know, so like he's just one of those people.
He made our refrigerator so fast.
If he calls, I gotta answer.
Yeah.
Like, it's usually important, and they wouldn't call me unless it was. You know how Eric is, Mr. Buell.
He's aggressive.
You know, Eric
dude.
Buell from
Buell
Eric,
from
Motorcycles.
EBR Motorcycles.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna make your refrigerator go so fast.
There's a few people on here who make $100,000, Shay.
Trucking?
What?
There's a few people on here who make over $100,000 a year driving a truck.
Hell
That's
yeah,
awesome.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like when I said that, I genuinely, I'm speaking, like I said, I'm speaking from ignorance. I don't know how much truck drivers make, but I feel like they should make a lot.
They should. They make the world happen. Or the world, I would say. But I know definitely America.
It's everywhere.
They make America happen.
It's
That's
everywhere.
for sure.
Eric Buell is dead?
He's not dead.
Wait, is he dead?
No, he's not dead. Unless he fucking
called
died
on the Ouija
unless
board.
he died
Yeah.
very
Okay, no,
recently.
someone said Eric Buell called on the Ouija board. I'm like, dude, is that motherfucker dead? I didn't know he was dead.
No, he's not dead.
Okay.
Unless I'm very wrong.
Can two
could be.
alive people communicate on a Ouija board?
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
not dead. He is 73.
So
Is he
old
really
as
that
shit.
old? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 2023. I'm like, this is a vintage shovel head from 1982. It's 1 year older than I am. Like, so I'm just like, oh, god damn it, dude.
Where did Shade Tree get his t-shirt? Amazon.
No, this one's from Cindy. I don't know where she got it.
Amazon.
Oh, dude, Tim Kreitz Adventures with the fucking Eric Buell's Not Dead, just his dream.
Oh no, dude! How dare you?
That's a hard.
The disrespect his name.
No. He's not. It's just like it's a common thing to say because
Oh,
Eric.
okay.
All Eric Buell ever wanted to do was race motorcycles and have a race team, and he's just like he is like one of the most successful failures ever. He just nothing he's done has ever worked, but everything he's done has been amazing.
You want to know a little callback? Actually, not everything he's done has been amazing. Never mind. I take it back. I was gonna say the most successful failure.
Jeb Bush. Poor Jeb.
Poor Jeb.
Poor Jeb.
Please clap.
Please clap, dude. Poor Jeb. Oh, Hardtail Suicidal Jockey's in here. Very cool guy. He's built an amazing motorcycle. He's one of those guys that does not, like, he has a YouTube channel, but he does not fuck around with social media. Or I think he's released a couple videos, but he doesn't fuck around with social media at all. So he's like a guy who like personally emailed me pictures of his motorcycle build, which is amazing. I'm like, dude, can I like show pictures of this? This is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And he's like, nope. He's like,
go fuck yourself.
He's like, I sent those to you, dude. I didn't send those for you to put those on YouTube. I was like, all right, respect, dude. And it's just like this amazing. No, because he's just like, I don't want people knowing what I got. This is my shit. He's just a really old school fucking dude. I don't know, man. I know so many cool people that. So he's been watching the channel for like probably like a decade. Like, and we've talked back and forth, emailed back and forth every once in a while. I keep meaning I would love to go meet him up. He was in a horrible accident a few years ago. I hope you're recovered, by the way. I'll send you an email sometime. No, because he was recovering.
I'm laughing at Carl. He says 2 people can talk with a Ouija board if they're sitting at the same table. That's fucking hilarious.
I just love that. He sent me these. I was like, dude, this is so cool. It had all these really neat parts on it, and I was like, can I fucking like put this in a video? And he's like, fuck no, dude. I just like, you got to respect it. I liked it. All right, let's give away some stuff. We're not giving away the bike yet, but we do have some cool stuff to give away. Sorry. I know I'm at rambling speed, dude. I've been up for 48 hours. Cut me
Yeah, I
some
can't
slack.
believe you, dude.
I can't believe it either. That's the fucking thing. Let me do Bad Brad Cincy. That's a cool name. I like that. Oh, that one's for you, David.
What's that?
Now I got to give David fucking $20, man. He's like, thanks for saving my ass. You didn't have to donate $20. You could just buy a raffle ticket. I watch the chat, and so does David. Although I'm not gonna like kick it out of bed. Like, trust me, I'm not gonna say like no to that. But you do not have to, and you can also just buy a raffle ticket. Thank you, though, Bad Brad Cindy. I do very much appreciate it. I should not talk people out of sending super chats, but I feel the need to every time they do.
Oh, he's got the red Harley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wesley says you'll never get that sleep back. Like, no, as long as I live.
Nope.
That's in the past. I'll never get that back.
They
That's
say
a day.
you can only recuperate 18% of what you lose.
Damn, shut
In
up,
sleep.
everyone.
That's it.
I've stayed up for 24 hours. So have you, David. I've stayed up for 24 hours with you multiple times riding motorcycles. Like, more times than I could probably recount. All right.
All right.
I always hate to do this for people who just entered because let's give away one to somebody who...
You always do that. You do it
Well-
every time. I don't think we've ever given something away on this live stream without you opening up the raffle
I don't want to because it's like...
without being like, let's just give one away to whoever.
Well, because I'm like, because we usually do it like whoever buys $100
It's not too late
worth
to
of
buy a
tickets
ticket, Dean.
next. But I'm like, okay, so this Kevin Lawrence bought $100 worth of tickets like minutes ago.
Okay, so Kevin Lawrence, you have won an Odin banner, the Flying High banner. This was one of our partnerships with Odin. They sent us a bunch of stuff to give away for the raffle. So thank you to Odin MFG, everybody who's been asking if we're going to have our gloves restocked. Yes, in just a few months. So please be patient. They'll be back for spring or summer.
Shelby, if you're at the shame now, I will tell you this. We will not give away the bike until you make it home. So you can go ahead and leave. And until you check back in, we will not give it away. So you don't have...
You're good, Shelby. You can go home.
We're not giving it away without Shelby.
Ride safe. We'll see.
Shelby
see
actually,
you at your
dude,
house.
fucking big ups to Shelby. Shelby's actually always helps in the... He's always sharing links and doing stuff.
Yeah, dude, Shelby's the
He
best.
helps in a lot of other ways, too, but he's always, like, very helpful in the premieres and the chat. So, Shelby, I appreciate the hell out of you, man. For a bunch of different reasons. But, like, specifically for this. Because, like, helping with internet stuff is outside of his wheelhouse. Mm-hmm. You know? It's 1-800-ASK-SHELBY, not 1-800-SHELBY, can you be my moderator?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, take your time, dude. We're not going to give it away before you get home. I promise. Thank you, John Hero. I don't know if the Shovel Head would be the great first bike, but you could sell the Shovel Head and get an amazing first bike.
Oh, Lost on the Road. Another winner is
Another
here.
wiener. The first one.
Yep, Road King Kong.
Oh, he's not the first one. The guy who won Weem's bike was the first. He's the first one that we gave away.
Yeah.
Lost
That guy
on the
doesn't
Road
even
is the
count because he gave it
original
back.
winner, dude. The original winner, dude.
So what was that guy's name that you just said? Who bought $100 worth of
Kevin
tickets?
Lawrence.
Kevin Lawrence.
Also, now that I talked about it, so we're giving away. So you won a banner. If I refresh it and there's another $100 guy, he's getting it next. I don't like to exclude people. It's actually 2. So it's Kenneth Betgel and Mark R. This doesn't disqualify you.
There's
from
only
winning the
one
grand
more
prize.
banner.
Well, give them whatever the next prize is.
Oh, okay. Well, you have to tell me one person.
Well,
So I can write their name down with the
Kenneth
banner.
Betgel is the next banner. Kenneth, you want a banner?
Kenneth.
Not a bike, a banner. Although you could still win. And gear, what's up, dude?
Yeah, you're still entered to win other stuff. This is just some sprinkles.
Yeah. So I don't.
So
I don't
what's
call
Kenneth's
no one for
last
this shit.
name?
Here. I don't want to like spell it out on here. I feel
Oh,
bad.
just tell me his last name.
Betgel. I don't know, dude.
Yeah. It's
That's
fine.
like Egyptian or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I'm going to have you look up everything later anyways, so you're going to be in charge of it. Okay, so what was the other person's name?
Mark Kilpatrick.
Mark, you didn't have to kill Patrick.
Fuck Patrick, dude. Unless you're watching, your name is Patrick. You're cool. You get a pass.
No, you don't. 1,000 years dungeon for Mark.
Wait, I thought it was for Patrick. No, wait. Patrick's
No,
dead.
Mark killed Patrick. Patrick's dead.
What does he win? Mark win.
Mark, while you're in the dungeon, you can have a hat.
Oh, a sessions hat.
Unfortunately, the hat is white.
Well, fortunately, I like white
So
things.
I don't know if it'll stay clean.
You have to keep them
because
clean. But if you keep them clean, they
if you
look
keep
clean.
killing people,
It'd be bloody. It was like Dexter. Dexter's Laboratory. Remember that show, Dexter's Laboratory?
So
where he killed people?
Mark, you have your choice of a camo Sessions hat or just plain white. This was donated from our partnership with Sessions when we made Whiskey Throttle and Pondering the Orb.
Yeah. So this was actually handmade.
Yeah, these are
by
handmade.
by the dudes who grow
Marky,
the cannabis plants. He's
Marky
in the
K.
chat, yeah.
Hey, you won, Marky. Which one do you
not
want?
not the bike, but you want a hat.
You want a hat. Which one do you want?
Very specific. You want a hat. You're still
You want
up to win
camo
the bike.
or just plain?
You're still up for it, but you want a hat. Big Bad BLT snagged another 100 in tickets. He did. So, wait, no, we have 3 new $100. I don't even have to say the next $100. We're just gonna like whoever the next $100 people are. We're just giving shit away to.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, write
5,
this name down.
6 hats.
6 hats. So we got 3 more.
He wants the camo one.
Write down Wesley Edwards.
Wesley Edwards, you're a winner
Don't say it like that. I don't want to think they
of a hat.
of a hat. Bradley Magaha. That sounds made up.
Thank you all for your $100 donations.
I would
for
change
these
my name
hats.
to a
Magaha.
Michael Jackson version of that. I would be like Bradley Magahi. That was funny.
pretty good.
Thanks. And then Brandon Taylor. Write his name down too. You want a hat? No, a hat, dude. A hat.
A hat. Hat.
Dude, we can make the hat smell like weed, Backrog. That
yeah,
I can very easily do that.
Can you do that easily?
Sure. I will rub weed on them. I do smoke weed. I have to smoke a very small amount because if I smoke too much, it's like somebody turned my circulatory system into lightning. It's weird. All right, I'm going to refresh it again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who's next. Who's getting the next hat? Andrew Schmidt III gets a hat. A hat. Andrew Schmidt, you want a hat.
Andrew Schmidt won a hat. We have one more hat to give away.
One more hat.
A hat. A hat, everybody.
hat.
A hat. Okay.
A hat. It's not just a pat. You get a hat, not a pat on the back. All right, refreshing it. It's Lila Rooks. Ooh, a lady dragon. It's a girl dragon. Maybe. I guess a boy's name could be Lila.
How the fuck do you spell Lila?
Lila is how it is.
Lila. Lila
Lila, you got a hat.
Brooks. A hat is
A hat.
what you got.
A hat.
A hat. A hat.
That is what
hat,
you
a
have.
hat.
A hat. A hat. Better than a slat. If you would like, we will send you a rat. I can't guarantee it will be alive when it reaches you. Once to win Guns N' Roses tickets, I sent in the first person to get a live cockroach in an envelope to Bubba the Love Sponge would win Guns N' Roses tickets. I sent one in. I did not win though. That was like back in the day with radio, dude. It's like the first envelope, like it couldn't be dead. Like the first one to get there, and the cockroach was still alive.
Dude,
You're
that's Gma.
Who?
Lila.
Oh,
That's
your fucking
Gma.
name?
That's her fucking name.
I don't know your actual.
I don't know fucking.
I don't know your fucking government
You're
name.
grandma to me. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
dude.
I don't know.
I don't know your fucking government name, dude. Fucking, I don't know, man. Well, you got a hat, Lila. I love you. You're
She
the
wants
best.
to donate the hat back. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
donate the hat
I'll
back.
keep it, dude. I like hats.
No, just give it to somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
recall-
It doesn't disqualify you from winning.
Yeah, you're not disqualified from it. We'll just re-poll another name. You can donate the hat back.
Well, another lady dragon, Shannon Effin Gish. Effin is spelled Effing. Gish is spelled G-ish.
Okay.
Shannon is spelled the
Everyone goes,
government way.
did you mean bike? No, hat.
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 Dude.
Hat.
Bard the Builder, you bought a single ticket and you bought it while you were broke. Normally, I would dissuade you from doing that because I don't want anyone to fucking... People have one on a single ticket,
Dude.
but
I know.
if you don't...
You deserve to win, though. I'll give you another hat.
It is irresistible. Yeah, do we have another hat?
Yeah.
Let's send some to Bard, dude. He bought one ticket and he's
I
broke.
just bought
Let's
all
send
the.
him some,
I just
yeah.
grabbed all the white ones.
Bard, what's your fucking government
Yeah.
name, dude?
Bard. If you don't want to say your government name, email me at shaylisi@brapstar.com and I will send you a hat.
Iron Robot, no. If we called your name to win a hat, we have
Yeah,
your
I already
address.
have your address from whatever you put into the raffle. That's how I will send the hat.
All right. Who's it going to be? Cody Ray Luttrell? It wasn't 100, but it was 50. We should send him
Big
something.
Bad BLT. I like that name. What is your government name?
That's Brandon, I think. Because I refreshed it right away when he said that.
It was
and
Brandon?
I think it's Brandon.
Okay, he asked for a Keep Florida Shady patch too, so I'll send that to
All
him.
right. We got you.
I got you.
We got you, bud.
He says he's from Florida too. So anytime I have a Florida person in there, I try and do something for him. Jess Whitlock.
Just
Okay.
like, yeah,
You
right
got
there.
it.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. I'll send you a hat.
Yeah, we'll send you something, dude.
Thank you for buying a ticket when you have no money. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah, and if you have no money, don't buy a ticket.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
If you do,
Yeah, do not post your address on here.
yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Brandon Taylor. Okay, yeah, I put a Keep Florida Shady in your pack.
All right, next 100. What else do we have to give away? Oh, we have the tool
We have the
rolls.
tool rolls.
Tool rolls. So these are a failed project. They are. I mean,
Yeah, it
we give
is.
away failed
Yeah,
projects
so,
here all the
yeah,
time.
I don't know if you guys know this, but anytime we order something and we don't like it, we give it away in support of Forgotten Angels to you guys in a live stream. So that's
Yeah.
what's happening right now. So this is a failed project that we started working on tool rolls that we wanted to sell for
I've spent-
Brapstar.
So each one of these tool rolls is actually worth like over $300.
However, they're not
they cost
actually
money to build them.
Yeah,
but
you know,
we decided
they're
not
samples.
to do it.
They're
Yeah.
samples. So samples cost more than what the actual
cost so
product
much,
would. So like
we weren't happy with them. I'll be
yeah,
right
I
back.
wasn't really happy with how the sample turned out, specifically because of the plastic on the back here. But there's a lot of really other cool things about this tool roll. Yeah, it's really cool. It just it didn't work out. There's
Cool.
there's things that we don't like about it, and if there's things we don't like about it, we don't want to sell it. You know? But we will give it away to you for free / for a raffle ticket. So if you donate a raffle ticket, you could win this Brapstar tool roll. Bleach 5251, thank you so much for your donation. You are number 1. Yeah, you like that idea? It's a failed project just because we didn't like everything about it. And until we find a tool roll that we absolutely adore, we're not going to sell it. That's just how we are.
Somebody will like it though.
So, yeah. I like it because this happens.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I like it.
I don't like it.
I like that because I can put all my trinkets in here.
I don't like that.
I'm not a big fan of the logo.
That's rude
I don't
as
know, man.
fuck.
Have
I'll
you ever
fight.
tried looking at it while pushing a 1,000-pound of motorcycle in person?
Yeah, I'm sure he has. I'm sure he's looked at the back of it, actually.
I don't like the tool roll. I decided that, and Shay didn't like it either. I don't think it's bad. I think it's a good tool roll. I wasn't comfortable selling it.
I want the handle. Okay, so you see how
I wouldn't feel comfortable charging what we would have to charge for
what
it.
I don't like about it.
It'd be like $80 or something.
The handle covers up the logo.
The handle covers up the logo. I want the handle to be on the other side of the bag instead of this plastic insert. You know what I mean? That's literally the only thing I really don't like about it.
Let me refresh this.
So
people have already won the tool. People already got them. In fact, we've already All right, who?
So that's
Dude,
why
we're
it's
giving away two
That is
rolls.
why it's a failed tool
We have,
roll, and we have
our
two.
first tool roll winner is a 3-time winner, Motor Mortician. It's Mark. He got one of the tool rolls.
Mark.
And then my man Gordon Lightfoot. That's not his last name. Flash Gordon. Has the second one.
If Mark wins again, I'm going to shave him bald. You hear that, Mark? Bald.
Yeah. Oh, because he didn't win. He just he paid the $100. Like he's getting it. What you're getting, this is actually worth triple that. Just so you know. Making products and testing them out and R&D is crazy expensive.
It is very expensive. So
and sometimes it doesn't work out.
So I also want to take a moment to talk about how the jacket you guys saw in my last video, not my most recent one.
Did
that
people
I
ask
released.
about it?
A lot of people asked about it. They said it was really cool. They wanted to know when we were going to do it. What
Maybe
happened
next year.
is a failed project. So I gave it to Finally Cool. The varsity jacket just didn't really work out. There was things I didn't like about it, and it fit really big. Josh ordered an extra small or a small.
Dude, it fits
And
Kyle,
it
who wears
fits
a large.
Kyle, so and
Or
he's,
an XL.
He's a large, extra large. So
It
obviously,
was weird.
I don't want to sell you guys something that is going to be that drastic of a size difference.
That's you don't even want to know how much that jacket costs. That one single jacket.
I do.
No, you don't. I promise you actually don't.
Well, I do because I want to know how much samples cost.
That jacket was $750.
What the fuck?
That's how much samples cost, dude. It's a one-off, completely custom-made garment, man.
Blech.
And it's also you guys didn't see it up close, but
Tell
the
me how
back
you
of
really
it
feel,
is
Shay.
the back of it's actually
Oh my
it's
god!
it's not carpet, but it's the same as carpet, as in it's what's called a pile. So a pile fabric is it's the closest thing to call it is carpet, but it's just the way it's built is piled, and everything else is completely custom embroidered. It's a besides the things we don't like about it, it is a fucking A+ item. It would be, if you were to sell it and you weren't us, I think we would probably sell it for less. It'd be like a $400 jacket. If you were selling that and you were like a company, like a streetwear company, be like $300, $400 easily.
What would you want to sell it for?
$200, I think, is what I decided that we would sell them for. Which is we're not making much on them, but that's what I thought we were going to sell them for, is $200. But if you were any kind of other
a pile for Kyle
fashion brand company, you would sell it for over that. You would $300 at the least. I just didn't feel comfortable doing that. I think that's too much. It's just too much for a piece of clothing,
But they're so cool.
It is very cool. But you would, if when it comes to something that's super in depth like that, you could easily spend a couple $2,000-$3,000 just on getting the garment right before you ever even order it. Just because you got to see it, you got to wear it, you got to use it. That is far from our only failed project. We have dozens.
I know.
So
it's some of them I forget because I don't keep them. Let's start keeping them.
Iron Robot.
Because we always give them away on the live streams. And I'm I forget about this $300 failed project of a tool roll.
You do not want to know how much money we have in failed Hawaiian shirts. Because that's 4 figures. Multiple. In failed Hawaiian shirts.
Oh yeah, I forgot we gave away those Hawaiian shirts.
Dude, I had a couple $1,000 in failed Hawaiian shirts before you started your YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Like, I've been trying to make Hawaiian shirts for a long fucking time. I have. Can you mute this for a second? I just want to ask David a quick question. Okay, or can we mute it?
Yeah, hold on.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to be like that. I just have to ask if I'm allowed to say this. Unless everyone already heard it. But the answer was yes, so it doesn't matter.
No.
So we can say it, actually. Sorry, guys. So we are going to do, I'm not going to say much, but the plan, I don't know if it'll work out, the plan right now, and we have designs that nobody's seen yet, so this is a completely new Brapstar Hawaiian shirt style design that's completely original. That is being made, and we're back and forth talking multiple times a week with the artist, and sending just like stuff back and forth to make 4 different designs, and then we're going to, I hope, we're still talking with them, but I think we're going to collaborate with Bobhead. If you guys watch $1 Million Bogan or our videos, because we've collaborated with Bobhead multiple times at this point. Great dudes, huge motorcycle guys out of England, have a really great brand in England. Their stuff is super top notch. We've given away their stuff here on the live stream.
We actually
stuff
have
that they've
something
donated.
to give away.
Oh, we have a Bobhead thing to give away?
Yeah, we do.
All right, well, we got it. I think somebody already won it. Yeah, sorry, somebody already got it.
Oh.
It's Bradley McPherson.
Well, we haven't given away yet.
What is it?
We don't know if this is his size.
Oh, it's a size thing. Well, let's give something to Bradley. He did 100.
Well, I don't know Bradley's size.
No, well, something else then.
I don't have anything else.
Is that, no, we'll send you. Bradley, if Bradley's in the chat, tell me what you're something. We'll send him something. Write his name now. We'll send him some patches or a sticker or something. Oh, we just want to be. He donated $100. I want to give
What's
something.
Bradley's last name?
McPherson. I have more money than I would care to admit in failed Hawaiian shirts over the past like 5 fucking years. It's very hard to get it right, and I'm not willing to send out. So my biggest thing, my biggest failure was I did a Teespring when the very first shirts I ever made, which at this point was almost 10 years ago. I did a Teespring. And then, like, I got one, and they were so shitty. And I was so upset. And I was so upset that people spent money on it. It broke my fucking heart. Because you know why people spent money on it? Because they wanted to support me. It wasn't because it was, like, the best shirt in the fucking planet. It was because they specifically, like, I want to spend money because I like the videos you make, and I want to wear your logo around because I like your videos a lot. And then for their support, they got a shirt that was subpar. They got a subpar, poor quality shirt, and it was like, it wasn't a lot. I think I sold like 70 of them or something. It wasn't like a shit ton. And it was absolutely fucking horrible. And I swore after that I would always do a very high quality product that someone could wear for years and years and years. And I never sold a single shirt after Teespring. It took me like 3 years to sell another shirt because. Wow. Well, because I was like trying to figure out how to do it. For a time, I was trying to make them myself. Like I bought a screen printing machine. This was like 7 or 8 years ago. I brought a screen print. Turns out screen printing is pretty fucking hard. There's a lot more into it than you think. And so I tried, and I had a bunch of failed shirts I made from that that never went anywhere, and went through a bunch of stuff. And so it was probably about 3 years after I did a Teespring that I actually sold my very first actual Brapstar shirt.
Yeah, a couple people asked about Forgotten Angels merch. We'll be coming up with some new things in the new year. We're trying to find another supplier for us, and then we're also going to be starting pushing the I Ride for the Forgotten for those who ride motorcycles. We have an actual logo for that. And then somebody just asked about a YouTube channel. The Forgotten Angels YouTube channel will launch on January 1st.
It's going to be, we got a lot of cool stuff planned. A podcast, which I'm very excited about, which I think is going to be a halfway. We've talked about it a couple times, David. It's going to be halfway between like, wait, we need to give this away. It's a 5X, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, did somebody already say they're going to get it? Can I refresh this?
I didn't get to say what size it was.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's a size European 5X, which fits like a 2X.
It's a 2X, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that Euro shit is not, which is fine. No offense to Bobhead, but like size up 2. If you're American, 5X. Wait, if you're an American 2X, you wear like a Euro 5X for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bunker Branding does good stuff. They just aren't here. And we use Lee Stewart, who is still a good friend of mine and is probably, I would say, out of everyone I know personally in the world, I would say that Lee Stewart is the best screen printer that exists. He is the best.
Oh, it'll fit Brad. Brad
Nobody's
wins.
better. Our very good friend here in Tampa that we're using now is, I think, just
my friend Matt.
Yeah, I think he's I hesitate to say that he's not as good, because I think his shit is tight. It's so good. And the only reason that we stopped using Lee is just because it literally had to travel like almost 3,000 miles. So it was made in Canada, had to travel almost 3,000 miles in boxes to get here. And then we sent it back out. So sometimes a shirt would be shipped to Canada from America as a blank garment, be printed in Canada, sent to Florida, and then be sent back to Canada. Like, that's insanity. But I will say, if you live in Canada, or if you live close to Canada, like near the border, Rogue Lab is the name of Lee Stewart's company.
His stuff is so good. And if you guys aren't following him on
good,
YouTube, go follow him on YouTube. He's awesome. I'll drop a link right now.
Yeah, and Lee is just he gives a fuck about what he makes, and so does Matt, our guy. The guy that we use down here is like, and it broke my heart to stop using Lee to make our shirts, and we did it for a really long time with Lee, and it just we didn't leave until we had somebody who could match it, you know. But if you live anywhere near there, you know, and go subscribe to his YouTube channel, it's amazing. He's an amazing cinematographer. He's actually an amazing guitar player too. He's one of those dudes just good at everything. He's just awesome at everything. He was also an amazing stunt rider.
Yeah, tell him that Shade Tree Army sent you.
Matthew Much, congratulations on your Goldwing, bud. 112 pounds in 8 months? Holy shit. Dude.
We also had another one, Randy, who I recognize his name from reading Randy's order.
Wait, what's happened with Tony?
Randy ordered something recently. And he also lost weight. A bunch of weight.
Wow.
I forgot. Let me find it.
Tony, sorry about your father, man. We'll drink one for him. Mention his name in the chat. So, yeah, we're not pulling the bike until Shelby gets home. He said 10 minutes. It's supposed to be longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah, so we're waiting on Shelby.
Shane made 10 minutes away from Shelby's house.
Yeah. He's driving to Connie, so maybe.
Wait, you don't have his location on? You guys need to share y'all's location. Shelby have an iPhone?
Also, like, I bet I'm just saying, I bet he didn't leave the second he. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
probably not.
La Pandemic. I heard my name, Cody. If it was for a hat, what?
Let me see.
Cody. Oh, Cody Ray Luttrell. Yeah, I heard my name, Cody. If it was for a hat, I'll donate it back. My head's too big for it. Oh, whoa.
Where is
Cody?
It?
You know, you know what he said?
I don't see his name.
I did say it.
Yeah.
Cody.
Where?
If your head is too big for regular hats, Boy, do I have the hat for you.
When did you say Cody? I don't have Cody on.
We'll write it down. We'll send him one of them hats that's too big for everyone else.
Well, what did he win? You want
A big hat. We got to send the one that I wear, like the big flex fit one that actually fits my head. Cody, I will go head to head with you. Like, I don't know if you think you have a big head, but you haven't seen mine in person. John Hero, thank you for the beer. Cheers to you as well, my friend. I don't know what size head I have, but it's big. In a lot of different ways, both in the, prima donna diva way and in the physical size.
Toxicarius, you also get a big hat because I told you I'd send you something in the mail and I fucking forgot. And I like literally sit awake at night thinking about it. I told him I'd send him a shirt and then I never sent the shirt and we're sold out of the shirt. And now I'm like, well, I'm just going to kill myself now. That's the solution.
Here's the thing about Toxicarius, though. He's nice. So
I know. Well, I'm going to send him a big hat to make up for it because he says he needs a big hat.
He's nice, so it doesn't matter. I'm kidding. That's a joke. It's a little joke.
Blaine, yes, the tickets are for $250,000 is the grand prize. We're also giving away a shovel head tonight, and we've just been giving away small prizes as a little incentive.
Canadian Power Slave, if my head was as big as it needed to be for my ego, we would have problems. I have an incredible ego. I don't apologize for it.
No. No.
Yeah, I don't say I'm sorry, ever. Rarely. I do say I'm sorry, but I don't mean it. You know, I just realized that, like, saying I'm sorry or apologizing for my presumptions, my ego, and stuff like that, some people just want to hear it, you know? I'm just like, I can tell what somebody wants to hear, and they want me to make, like, whatever noise, whatever human noise is, like, makes them feel like feel bad or something, but secretly I don't.
So kind of like when we were riding back from California, and you stopped at a gas station on an uphill, and you said, David, can you push? Thank you, fucker.
You're very strong, I think. Kind of like that time when you were pushing me uphill at a hotel and I had the kill switch off. And I was like, in the video, I was like, I'm not telling him this. And I didn't. Everyone probably thought that was a joke, but he didn't know that he pushed me 3 times without the bike starting and didn't know that I had the kill switch on until the video came out like 2 months later.
Yeah. You asshole.
What was I going to tell him then? He was so sweaty.
I put rat poop in your cornflakes.
I'm used to people trying that on me. I wear a 2X or a 3X helmet usually. 2X in a shoey helmet is like 3 or 4X in every other helmet. Shoeys are huge. Anybody who wears a 2X helmet, you got a big head. Do you have anything else to give away? So we're just waiting on Shelby at this point.
We'll have more stuff in 2 weeks when we do another live stream. But I cultivate the stuff through the weeks. So the next live stream will give away all the samples from our photo shoot today.
Let me give the people want to know the odds on the things. I gotta
okay, so will you calculate the odds? I'm gonna tell you guys what we're gonna be giving away in 2 weeks from now. I will not tell you the motorcycle because that is privileged information.
We also don't know.
I also don't know.
Like, we don't know yet, dude.
Well, you didn't have to say that, so I was trying to make it sound like it was a secret.
Dude, if people think we have this shit planned out for the whole time, you are mistaken. Me and David are going to look at a maybe tomorrow.
But it's a cool maybe, so.
It's a cool maybe, but it's still just a maybe.
So.
Yeah, we don't have our shit together. Well, we have our shit together, like, you're going to get your bike. They're good bikes. So I'm like, we're still, anyway, sorry. I'm just trying to make it sound bad. Did that make it sound bad?
Wait.
Did that make it sound bad,
What were
David?
we talking about? I've already lost it.
Okay. Well, I was just like, I don't want to make it sound bad, like we don't have our shit together, but I'm like, I don't know. We're just like, it's hard to find good motorcycles to give away like every 2 weeks.
Dude, let me tell you guys,
I think we're doing a good job.
No, we are doing a good job because we started just like there was a couple weeks when we had 3 weeks in between raffles, and let me tell you why, guys. It was because we bought motorcycles to give away, and then we realized upon further inspection, we didn't feel safe, like feel as though it was a safe motorcycle to give to you. So instead, we had to keep searching for another motorcycle.
So,
and it's very difficult to find these bikes. So
there are
and find a motorcycle that's going to be safe
have,
for you to potentially ride home.
Exactly, because not all of them turn out great. So there's multiple motorcycles now that I personally own, that I bought as to be raffle bikes, and then I like started tearing into them. I'm like, oh wait, no, never mind. this can't be given away. The Honda Magna is the perfect example. Which I'm like excited to keep the Honda Magna, the Dirtster. Like there's multiple bikes that we got, and we're like, ooh. Like, yeah, we can't give this away to somebody. So it's our bike now.
Yeah. So if you guys were wondering what happened to certain bikes, that's what happened. Yeah. Anyways, no, Bilbo is not the next giveaway. He is literally my son. But maybe you guys should raffle off your kid.
Is anyone got a kid they don't like?
Anyone want to raffle off their child or their dog?
All right, today is...
I'll fight you guys.
What? Oh, wait, I have the...
For Bilbo Baggins.
Feet backwards.
Yeah, figure out...
I was like, why do these people enter on the 4th month?
No, you're trying to figure out what the statistics are.
I know. No, I got this. Sorry. I'm not that sorry, though.
Brabstar Garage, where all bikes go to die.
The calendar.
If you will donate your car to the raffle, please...
So you can donate anything, and also all the people who have donated stuff that we're supposed to go pick up when we haven't. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's also because
I'm trying, dude.
I really appreciate everybody who wants to donate vehicles. However, it's very difficult for us to come pick these up if you live in Maine.
Maine, and then also Arkansas,
or Arizona or California, and I'm like, yo, dog, I gotta personally drive to California to pick up this shit.
Yeah, so we don't have.
So I just don't. I don't have the resources to come get the bike.
We're trying.
But I want to, and I appreciate the offer.
Okay, so.
How's the Hummer doing? That was already given away.
Sold it.
It was given away, and he sold it. I would,
which is a fine thing.
I would have too. I mean, like it was worth a lot of money.
You'd probably be like, I would have bought it, but like you couldn't afford to buy it. Like they're worth money, you know. But yes, Moto Mortician. That's okay to say. I mean, he sold it. Like, what was he gonna do with it? Somebody the
same thing I would have done with it, drive it around once in a while to show everyone how big my giant dick is, and that's literally it.
He sold it, which is fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. I need a pen. I need a writing utensil.
Here.
I want a genetically engineered mini elephant. I love that.
Is that what they want instead of a prize? Instead of the shovel head? I'll keep the shovel head and I'll give you something that's called that. Genetically engineered mini elephant. I already kept one giveaway bike. I can't do another one.
I have a dead alligator to offer.
Yeah.
No, really, I shot it today. No, really, I shot it today.
He's kidding.
No, I'm not.
Kidding.
He's kidding.
No, I'm not.
If Florida Fishing Game is watching, he's kidding.
Florida Fish and Wildlife. Ha ha ha.
Little funny joke we like to make. But if anyone would like a dead alligator, we know where to find one.
Dude, that's a dinosaur.
They had to make... Alligators are so fucking stupid. They're so simple. Everyone's like, they're actually kind of smart. No, they're not. They're literally like... They're like binary creatures. They're like a computer. It's all zeros and ones. They're one of the dumbest creatures on the planet. They had to make...
That's not true.
They're one of the dumbest creatures.
I've met Harley owners.
They had to, in Florida, they had to make hunting alligators. They made it illegal for a long time, and now it's super, like you have to have all these licenses and stuff like that. Because hunting alligators would be like hunting rocks. It'd be like, all right, the rock's right over there. I'm going to go shoot it. Because alligators will literally just lay there. And you just literally walk to within 6 feet of it and shoot it. They're dumb as shit. So I was like, I want to go hunt some alligators. It's literally shooting fish in a barrel. I'm saying kill them because they're fucking everywhere, dude. They're like mosquitoes. They're fucking...
Dude, I've been saying the same thing about Harley owners.
All right, I'm doing some math here. Fucking watch out.
Primitive. That's why they lived so long, you see? Like Harley owners.
What number did I just write there?
Dude, who knows? What are you even doing over there?
Don't worry.
Josh is just like writing numbers down.
Calculations.
And he's like, this is how you do a math.
I can do this. I went to fucking 2 years of high school. How many years of high school did you go to?
I went to 4.
Oh, I got done in 2. Who's smart now?
Me. I went to college.
You have a 1 in 970 chance of winning this motorcycle. That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, that's better than a scratch off.
1 in 970.
Don't I own 2 Harleys? I do. I do. And you gotta be able to laugh at yourself, you know? Are we coming to Toronto? Someday we'll come to Canada. We're gonna go to Alberta, though, I think is where Odin lives.
Yeah. I'll be in Toronto next year.
Yeah, that's where David's from. And, yeah, hard maths. Big maths. And, hey, you don't know you won't win. Buck, I would love to test ride your bike at the camp out, but honestly, it's very difficult to test ride bikes at the camp out because I'm always doing like 1,000 things between like hanging out and like attending to small fires. It's hard to actually leave to test ride a bike, but any other time I would love to test ride someone's bike. Also, I get anxious because I have crashed.
I'll ride your bike.
I've crashed people's vehicles, so as long as you shake my hand and say you don't have to pay for it if you crash it, then I'll ride your bike. Dude, and you guys know my my track record, so that's on you.
Doing this, and I've done it so many times. So many people get mad at it in videos. I've gotten so many hate comments where like I'll have somebody like who watches the channel and they're like, all I want you to do is come over to my bike and do a burnout on it. And I'm like,
okay.
Especially if I'm drunk already, I'm like, fucking give me those keys. Yeah. I'm like, give me that shit. Where's your shit at? It's burnout time. And they're like, all I want you to do is a wheelie on my bike. They'll be like, I don't think my bike can do a wheelie. I'm like, false. Any bike can do a wheelie. Watch me wreck your motorcycle. You get enough beers in me, I got no fear. Mythrath, the man, the myth, the wrath. You got your stuff with it, like you got Mythrath stuff figured out. Can I say that, David?
What's that?
Mythrath's all taken care of now, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So Mythrath, we not had to. What ended up happening with him is he got a different KLR 650. So because he lives in California and the KLR 650 to ship it to California was like triple what the bike was worth, unfortunately. So David, he just got a new bike, a new KLR 650 that was not that KLR 650 in California. That was the equivalent. So now we got to do something with that. I don't know. Maybe we'll give it away again. Maybe we'll set it on fire.
No, I like it. You know, I didn't like it at
It's
first.
open now. We could just set it on fire.
I didn't like it at first, but after
Mythrath can technically decide
some
what do we do with it?
further
It's
investigation.
still, I mean, he got a different bike, but it's still technically his bike, right?
I think you should jump the Yangling room with it. Do an Evil Knievel.
Oh, Joe's in the chat, man. I want Joe to come do a live stream with us and Shelby's done a few of them too, where he answered motorcycle questions. I want Joe to come in and do a motorcycle question Q&A as well. Also, is Shelby okay?
Yeah, can you call Shelby?
It's been a while, dude. Let me text Shelby like, hey, Shelby, we're waiting on you to give the bike away. I mean, not technically, we don't have to wait for Shelby, but that was like kind of our like thing. Like, okay, we'll wait for Shelby. He's gonna think he won.
Tony, hey, did you email me? Because I've asked you to email me a few times.
You home?
Not yet. I knew it.
Yeah, that
He
motherfucker.
stayed to the shame.
You where? All right, jump on when you get there. Be there in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said the same.
2 minutes. What's up, Joe? Joe, you out there? Somebody,
You know what? If you believe somebody when they say, hey, I'm leaving the bar right now, grow up. Okay?
Yeah, long, tall, and deadly Blissful Ellie's in the chat, by the way. I will tell this, June Kazama, who's been a long-time watcher and supporter of the channel, has been asking me when we're going to raffle off that red scooter.
What red scooter?
Since the very first bike raffle.
What red scooter?
It was a 250cc red scooter that needs to be fixed. That's why we haven't raffled out. He's been literally asking since we started the raffle.
What red scooter?
Which was in March. We started this.
What red scooter?
It's a
Honda
250cc
Reflex.
red scooter.
It's a Honda Reflex.
Anyway, I'm just saying, June. You will personally be the first to know. I do see you. I see you ask every time. Mithras said, "Go on an adventure." I thought about doing that. I was like, oh, maybe we'll try to do it like because we keep talking about doing the Trans-American Trail.
Yo, dude, did you see the fucking mountains? It's like fucking windy.
Not right now. You gotta wait till. Well, you can't even do it in spring. You have to do it like in the dead of summer.
Really?
Yes. Because in spring, you go to Colorado and try to go through those mountain passes. It's still like solid ice.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking cold there.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't make it that way. Blame God.
It's fucked up.
You know, I almost reached out to you to connect with Ellie because Cindy and I drove right through Charlotte and Columbus last weekend.
I got to go up. I actually, because I had this great plan. I was like, I'm going to drop a bike off at where Blissful Ellie lives in the Carolinas. So I have access to a motorcycle out there because the riding's so beautiful, right? Well, it's a good plan, right? So it's like, okay, I have another home base. I have a bike there. And then after I dropped it off, I've not been back once. Very good plan, though. It's a good plan on paper. Now I'm waiting for spring. So we'll go do the Smoky Mountain 500 in spring. If it's not too muddy. It might be muddy in the spring because of the snow melt and shit. And, raining.
We are not sold out on tickets. You can still get one. We haven't called the winner yet.
Yeah, get a ticket.
I just dropped the raffle link. I do not understand the concept of something snowing over because I haven't seen it. Even when I lived in Indiana, it never snowed so hard that I couldn't ride my motorcycle.
To work a few miles. Or 10 miles or half an hour. But ride it for 8 hours. Ride it all day. That's a way different story. Because cold is cumulative. So the way that
Tony's got me.
cold works. No, you can ride. I'm not saying you can't. But riding long distances, like if you know how far you're going, you're like, I'm going 60 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a beginning and end, and when you get to the end point, you stop riding for a predetermined amount of time, and you warm up and do whatever you're doing in whatever warmth is available, without wind. Dude, I rode across, and I'm not just talking out my ass here. I, on purpose, I've rode cross country from Florida to California in December. I will tell you that cold is cumulative, as in it's a war of attrition. Once you get cold on a motorcycle, there's no warming back up. You only get colder. The best you can do is to stay at a temperature, because once you get 1 degree colder on your body, like your body temperature, your hands or whatever, you don't get that back. It just only goes more. So if you get another degree colder, you just get that.
Dude, kind of fucking like the sleep you lost last night.
Mm-hmm. You don't get it back. So when you do it all day, by the time the day's over, it's just like they're riding for 10 to 12 hours in 30 degrees, which I have done multiple times, is if you've done it, kudos. You know what it's like. If you haven't done it, you don't know what it's like. It is fucking hard.
And if you want to, you could ride the shovel head home.
The
So-
shovel's back on.
We're gonna give this motorcycle away. Now's your last chance.
Right. Let's do a so it's 9:25 now. What do we say? 10 p.m. I'm kidding. Sure. I'm kidding.
Sure, why not? Let's keep going. Live stream forever. 1,000 years live stream.
I'm just saying it's you gotta. So what I did is I stop at certain gas stations that have a heated hand dryer, and warm your hands up, because you can't get it back. And it takes you, once you're like, you've gotten the wind chill and you're riding in 30s, it takes you, God, you got to sit inside for like over an hour to get that body temp back. It's crazy how long it takes. Like you can't, but you just have to go, but you have to be like, I'm not warm yet. And you've been sitting in fucking 80-degree heat for over an hour, and you're like, I'm still fucking shivering.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Will you do a poll
On what?
on your YouTube chat?
What is it? I don't know how to do that.
It's on the bottom right.
Is it the plus thing?
Yeah. And then do start a
Engage with
poll.
my audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yes or
type
no?
a
Start
question.
poll. Oh, wait.
Type the question.
What's the question?
Would you ride home?
Would you... What? Oh, the shovel head.
Yeah, would you ride home? I want to know if people would ride home on the shovel head, or if they would just ship it. And again, we will hold it for you. You don't have to ride it home right now. We won't hold it to you.
I did not have heated gear when I did it. And I actually did it with fucking just like unlined gloves. I did it in a super bad way. Like when I did cross country.
I would ride the shovel head home. Yes. I'm going to say yes. You're allowed to say no. It's anonymous. We won't judge you. Only God can judge you.
False. I will judge you as well. I'm just saying. I don't want to lie to these people. I will judge you.
We don't want any wussies to win the bike.
Like if you say no, like I will personally judge you. But vote however you want. I don't know who it is, so like whatever. It's only if I find out.
Dude, a lot of people want to ride home.
That's good.
Not everybody.
Quite a few liars on here.
But, once you somebody here is probably finally going to win this. So if you finally win, we'll see if you will actually hold you to it.
All the no's are in St. Pete and Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Yeah, busted nuts judges too. Fucking pussies. Wild horses couldn't keep me from riding that motorcycle.
Thank you,
cross.
Serge.
If I lived in Saskatchewan, or where, I don't know, what is that far?
Yes.
Okay, if I lived in Saskatchewan, I would be so excited if I won that bike. I'd be like, I'm immediately going to go on an insane adventure and ride this thing home.
It's a 3,000-mile ride.
Yeah, instantaneously. I'd be like, thank fucking God, I'm out of here. Goodbye forever. All right, let's do 12 more minutes, 9:40. 12 minutes to buy tickets. Ohio, I've gotten to Ohio in less than 24 hours.
Clay, we ain't checking your license.
You can, I don't care if you have a license.
I don't care if you have a license or not.
Dude, once you take possession of the bike, that's between you, God, and the law, man. I don't
Yeah,
give a shit.
dude.
Like, knock yourself out, dude. That's not my problem. Like, whatever, dude. Gmar rides, aka
ASMR rides. You don't. If you guys win the shovel head, I will hold it for you.
It will hold it till March.
Like you don't
or past March. Too,
yeah,
you
you don't have to wait. Like you don't have to drive it home in the cold. We aren't evil.
Yeah, we can store it up to a certain degree. Like if we keep giving bikes away all the way to the March camp out, I don't know if we can store that many. But
probably not.
Right
but
now, we still got room for a few more. We can still store bikes.
You know, I'm gonna say it's first come first serve.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got lots of room.
Okay. Family Lee, if you cannot afford a ticket, don't worry about it. There are plenty of ways to donate to Forgotten Angels, and the easiest way, and I know it sounds like I'm reading from a script here. I am not. I'm just very passionate about that. Family Lee, it is okay that you cannot afford to buy a ticket. You should not feel less than, or like you are contributing less, or you're unable to do anything if you can't afford $25. That is okay. Nobody is forced to buy a $25 raffle ticket. I don't hold anybody who buys one in a higher esteem than somebody who doesn't. It does not get you any points with me personally. I think it's a great thing, but if you can't afford to do it, I don't hold you in a lower regard. There's plenty of ways to help. There's plenty of ways to do good things. And if you tell one single person with your voice and your emotion about how to help somebody who has less than you, you have done exactly the same amount of work as I have.
Not even just telling.
I mean that. I 100%
Yeah.
mean that.
So not even just telling somebody about Forgotten Angels, because sometimes people will be like, "Okay, there's this charity, but like, I don't know." But like, tell somebody,
Like, you know,
educate somebody about the foster care system.
Use your
because
hips
a
when
lot
you
of
tell 'em.
people don't even understand like or know that foster kids don't have to be fed.
They don't have to give them food.
Like they only have to be provided 4 walls and a roof. That's it. No entertainment, no clothes, no food. Like a lot of people don't know that. So it just educating people about, you know, you should donate your luggage and like those kinds of things. It's really important. So if you can't buy a ticket, use your voice. There's ways you can help.
Hey, Family Lee, hold on a second, Josh. I'm sending my phone number and my name. It's right there. You got it. Reach out to me. I'm going to send you a Forgotten Angels mug. Just because.
I'm just saying, man. So here's the thing. Don't feel like you have to. If you can, that's amazing. I've never bought a ticket. Actually, I did. I bought a ticket for somebody who was caught me at don't ask me, I'm not offering this service to people, so like don't ask me now, but someone caught me at exactly the right time. They're like, yeah, I really want a ticket, but I have my credit card's fucked up, I can't do anything. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I will buy you a ticket with my credit card, and if I pull my own name, then you won. But so I have technically bought one ticket, but don't ask me to do that because I'll say no most of the time. He just happened to catch me at exactly the right time, and I said yes. But that's the only ticket I've ever bought.
You can only ever do that one because you can't do that for multiple people.
Right, I can do one person.
Yeah,
right?
You did your one.
I did my one, dude.
So I guess somebody could ask me, I guess. But please don't. And if you do, just know you'll be the one. Because
later,
I can only do it the
Sullivan.
once.
Tim Kreitz Adventures, thank you so much for sharing the link, man.
Yeah,
Tim
thank
Kreitz
you, Tim.
is showing up, dude. I wish you knew Tim Kreitz the way I did, man. He's such a fucking good dude.
But I can't know him the way you know him.
I know, because you know how I know him? Over the past 10 years. I know him. Over 10 years of YouTube videos, and we've made dozens of video collaborations without ever meeting each other, and we did almost 2 years of live streams together every single Monday. Every single Monday we sat and we had a podcast that we did with the original Magnificent Seven. We did every single Monday for fucking, it had to have been 2 years. Wow, dude. Anyway, good guy. Thanks for sharing the raffle link, man. I appreciate you. You have 7 more minutes to buy a ticket. 6 more minutes to buy a ticket for a 1982 Tour Glide. A funny bike, the rubber mount Harley Davidson engine. Not the only motorcycle to be rubber mounted. I think one of the, probably plenty have been. I think one of the first was and someone correct me if I'm wrong, I know they will, was the Norton Featherbed. I believe was one of the first rubber mounted frames. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. So it's not, Harley didn't invent rubber mounting. But they definitely popularized it. But then a lot of motorcycles just counterbalance their engines, which, you could dynamically balance a crankshaft. There's things you can do to get around that, because counterbalancers are just like an incredible horsepower suck. They just rob you of power. So there's always like a big Harley thing, like, well, those engines are not counterbalanced, not like a Japanese engine, which robs you of power. And also counterbalanced engines still buzz. So everyone's like, oh, Harleys vibrate. I'm like, man, you ever ride around an XS 650? You ever ride around an old CB 750? Those motorcycles feel like fucking Hitachis, dude. They vibrate, trust me, a lot. They're horrible. But the original Shovel Head FL frame that was rubber mounted does vibrate, but it vibrates in such a way that doesn't buzz your hands. It's very nice. And obviously when they switched to the Evo, that was also very nice. And then when they made the Dyna, sorry to all my Dyna bros out there, that motorcycle sucked for vibrations. When they came out with the Dyna, it was to replace the FXR frame, and they made it in a cheaper way. And one of the ways they made it cheaper was, besides that, it was just had inherent geometry flaws and was just a loop design, which had been proved years ago was not the way to do it. So just a old school loop type frame with only 2 rubber mounts, as opposed to the FXR and the FL's 3 rubber mounted. So it vibrated so much more. Very poor design. I don't know. The Dyna, I think the Dynas look very good. I think it's a better looking bike. The Dyna makes a beautiful motorcycle. I think they're prettier than an FXR. I think they look a lot better. It's not a better bike though. It's not. It's a shittier bike by design. 3 minutes left. But the FLs, like the touring platform, was always the 3-point rubber mounted the entire time. And there's ways to fix the Dyna. My buddy Josh, Nomad 13 Josh, he has one. It's got all spooth mounts. Like it's just a killer Dyna. You can fix all the problems that are in a Dyna and make it an absolutely amazing bike. But as they came from the factory, not a huge fan myself, except for the way they look. Beautiful motorcycle. But we're not even talking about that. We're talking about 1982 Tour Glide. The original competition for a Goldwing, a motorcycle that's ready to go cross-country right now. It's all original. It's got 26,000 miles, and it's ready for you. It needs one thing, and that's a rider. It needs a rider and somebody who's willing to donate $25 to Forgotten Angels. That's all you need to do to get one. And you officially have 3 minutes left to buy a ticket. People have won at the last minute. Everyone wants to wait to the last minute. I will tell you this, please continue to buy tickets, because, obviously the money's going to charity. I want you to do that. But the reason that people always win at the last minute is because that's when most of the people buy the tickets. So, if 100 people buy tickets in the last 2 weeks and 1,000 people buy tickets in the last 2 days, who's more likely to win? I'm just saying, dude. Don't be all well, you got to do it like this and rub your belly and pat your head and buy a ticket on a waxing gibbous moon when a bum winks at you twice and you saw a sign in the sky. It's a random. I put the numbers into Google random number generator. It is completely random. There's no you bought it on a certain day. I go, this is it, and this is the start, this is the finish, this is how many tickets the people bought, and I stick that into Google or into a random number generator, and it spits it out, and then also all the people who are on harness, and it says this is the winner. So I don't want to dissuade people from buying tickets here at the end. Buy them, please. David, does it sound like I'm trying to dissuade people from buying tickets?
No.
I'm not trying to. I'm just like, to me, I'm like, it doesn't matter. You could buy it like the second after. So the tickets for whatever we're pulling next count the very minute after we pull this one.
Correct.
So it's like you have exactly the same amount of likelihood. It doesn't matter when you. It does not matter when you buy it. But if you're gonna buy one, now's the fucking time. Like now's the time. I don't fucking make the rules here, dude. Numbers don't lie. That was a song. It was a good country song back in the day. You remember that country song? Who sang that? Was that Jody Messina? No, somebody else.
Do I look like a country enthusiast to you?
David, you fucking... Yes, you love country music.
I listen to it, but I don't know the artists. Only the ones that I've met.
David tries to be like, oh, do I look like I listen to country music? This motherfucker grew up on a farm. You're way more country than I am. It was like, the stars might lie, but the numbers never do. I feel lucky.
Ooh,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have
yeah. I feel
some
lucky.
Portland friends in here, and
It was like
we will actually be in Portland on the 7th, and on the 9th, we will be at Legion Motor Co.
yes.
at their Christmas party. So if anyone's in the Pacific Northwest and wants to come hang out,
They call it the Panua up there.
the Peeniwee.
Peeniwee. I don't like that.
You guys don't like the Peeniwee?
I feel lucky. Yeah. What was it?
So
It
if
was
you guys
like-
want to go meet us at the Peeniwee,
It was a very funny song because it was about the song was a story about this chick who like won the lottery, but everything else was unlucky. But then it was a female singer, and then she talked about like these guys that were hitting on her, but they were both country music stars. But in the song she picked notoriously the two ugliest people in country music, which was Lyle Lovett and Dwight Yoakam. Which like both amazing artists. You know, like Lyle Lovett. Who doesn't love Lyle Lovett? Dwight Yoakam is a national treasure. Dwight Yoakam is amazing.
He's a better actor than he is a singer.
I think you only say that because you're not as familiar with Dwight Yoakam's music as I am.
Exactly.
Dwight Yoakam is I could talk for the next 2 hours about Dwight Yoakam's music.
Let's
He's
not.
amazing.
Let's pull the winner of the raffle instead.
But Dwight Yoakam is also
Please.
Dwight Yoakam is stupendously ugly. Like he's such a very unfortunate looking human. I'll be right back.
Okay. Because I'm like, I thought you were going to talk for the next hour about how ugly he is.
No, not about his music, not about how ugly he is.
Yeah, but you could probably talk about it for an hour, about how ugly somebody is. We are going to pull the winner in just a few moments. Drum rolls, but if you start now, you're going to be rolling for a long time. Not that long, a few minutes. But I know everybody's getting a little antsy in their chairs. I can tell because I'm antsy in my chair. I wanna give somebody a call. I'm sure everyone here wants to receive a call. So if you have considered buying a ticket, now is your chance. Josh does just want to hold on to the bike as long as possible. Can you blame him? It's a really cool motorcycle. You can't blame him for rambling speed. That's why you like him, okay? Don't act like you don't like it. Okay. You have so many on your desk, though. Why don't you bring some of those downstairs? No? Okay. Rat King Moto. We will be in Portland on December the 7th with a Legion Motor Company party on the 9th. Let me look up what Legion's address is real fast. This is the information. And they're doing a little Christmas party with all the information on their Instagram. It's on the 9th. These are the guys who always help us out when we're in Portland. They're awesome. That's them. Jesus Christ, dude.
Hey, Dwight. Hey, Lyle. You don't have to fight. 'Cause hot dog, I feel lucky tonight. That's how the song goes. When she's speaking to Lyle Lovett and Dwight Yoakam, one of who's looking her in the eye, and the other of whom has his hand upon her thigh.
Dwight Yoakam was in Sling Blade.
No more Dwight Yoakam talk. We're done with this. Pull the winner.
Also in
Yoakam.
Panic.
And the winner
Panic Room?
is...
He was also in Panic Room.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dwight's great, dude. I wish I could be Dwight Yoakam. What a treasure.
I feel how antsy you guys are.
I don't give a shit, dude. It's not my bike.
I know you don't. They do. The audience does.
Oh, okay.
All right. here we
Like
go.
about me. All right.
No, not you.
All right. No, I'm in charge now. I'm the captain now.
I know. I can tell.
Oh, David, I love meeting your brother, dude. I was like, it was so fun to hear him talk in a French accent, like slight. I was like, oh, I bet that's what you sounded like when you first moved to America, which you don't at all anymore.
No.
But it was so weird. I was like, oh, dude, he sounds just like David, but like kind of French. It was really neat.
Yeah. My brother lives in France. He doesn't speak English very much anymore.
Right. Well, I mean, he obviously spoke amazing English, but just with a French
Dude,
accent.
he is going till 10 a.m. or 10 p.m.
I'm doing it. Tell these people to chill.
I mean, it is 9:50.
Somebody already won it. It belongs to somebody already. Whoever it is, they got it.
Well, yeah, if you think about it that way, they won 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, or today.
Or 3 weeks ago. Or a year ago they won.
Let's call them.
Hot dog, I feel lucky
I
tonight.
thought it was Hot Diggity Dog.
This ain't no rap, okay? It's country music. David. David grew up on a farm.
I did. I milked cows, milked goats.
I know. I'm talking about country music, dude. Being like, yeah, I love country music. I grew up in the fucking suburbs. Not the suburbs, in the white trash part of Tampa. But like, David grew up on an actual farm. David's so much more country than I am. All right. I gotta do the numbers here.
No,
Give me
they
a
didn't
second.
win when the stream began. He was joking.
Oh no, they could. I'm just saying. Who knows when they bought the winning ticket has been bought? Is what I'm saying.
No, it hasn't. You guys still had your chance. Like, the raffle did not close at the beginning.
No, yeah, exactly. No, you had your chance all the way to the end.
Did you milk cats?
That's funny.
I may have tried.
David, he experiments. Not like that though. All right, let me get my number generator here.
Hey, I got to show you the trailer for the documentary I'm doing with Josh Ortiz. Hold on, Josh.
You guys can talk while I'm doing this. It takes a minute.
Yes, Shelby lives. He got home safely.
Dude, Tim Kreitz just wrote a little poetry. They won 1,000 years ago upon the crimson wings of destiny. See, you, I like Tim. Tim's a man. I like Tim.
Dude, I'm too chill. I don't think you're chill enough.
Got him.
Yeah, the drum roll started.
It's not a drum roll. I just have to input. It's not exciting.
Hold on. That do it for you?
No one's gonna believe this. The number that it came up with out of all the numbers I put in was 11111.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious, David. Look at the look at the screen.
Oh shit, that's crazy. All right.
I mean,
That's fucking weird.
I mean, it's the same chance to be all ones as it is to be as it
Any
is.
other number.
Yeah, it's no more chance to be that number than any other number. We're just like, we're literally just fucking chimpanzees that like know how to use guns. So like we're just like, ooh, it's all the same number. It's special. Like there's no other, but it is pretty fucking crazy that it's 11111. Let's call him. I don't want to say where he lives. I always like be like saying where somebody lives, and then like everyone's like, I live there, you know. And they're like, I don't want to like fucking freak somebody out. I don't want to. The worst thing I could possibly imagine. They did not. Okay.
It's a drum roll.
Ah.
All right.
Hello, this is Ryan.
Ryan, what's up, weirdo? I'm here to call you about your car's extended warranty. I'm just kidding. I'm here about to call you about a warranty on a 1982 Shovel Head. There's no warranty, but it's yours, bud.
Holy shit, dude. Oh, damn.
I see you bought 5 tickets, so you meant it.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Oh.
Where are you from, Ryan?
Can't you tell from his voice? He's from Colorado. He's like, oh, dude.
Aw, dude.
Ryan, are you? You're stoned right now, aren't you? He's like, what? No. I promise you, it's real, dude. You just won a 1982 Harley Davidson Tour Glide with 26,000 miles on it. It's absolutely amazing. It's beautiful. Well, I know it's probably very cold in Colorado right now. We can ship it up to you or drive it up to you or do whatever. But if you would like to drive it back to Colorado, we will hold it here and keep it fresh and nice. And you can fly down for the March camp out. You can ride it back yourself, or you can make any other decision as so you want. You can sell it. You can set it. It's technically up to you. You can set it on fire if you want. Like, it's your bike. This is your
I was
motorcycle.
planning on heading down there in March anyways, because that's actually my birthday week, too. March 13th. So I
Wow.
was going to head down there.
How old are you? How old are you turning?
What?
How old are you going to be?
How old?
Yeah.
39.
39. Okay, I didn't know what you were going to say. You got a timeless voice. Well, congratulations, and a sad
Wait,
to everyone else.
Ryan.
Super happy for me.
Super happy for Ryan.
Before we give you this shovel head, you have to sign a contract.
No chopping. You cannot.
You
chop this
cannot chop it.
Oh, no. Oh,
Okay.
no. No, it would, no.
Yes. Okay, good.
I love the classic stuff.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, good.
I have an 05 Road King right now that's...
This is the perfect companion to a Road King, because it's basically a Road King, but with a shovel head engine. So it's literally like you could
fantastic.
show up on a different bike every day and people will like look at it twice. You're like, yo, this is like, I can ride my motorcycle and my motorcycle's grandpa, which is kind of cool. Because it's the motorcycle's father would be an Evo, but it's not. It's his grandpa. It's a fucking shovel head. It's pretty fucking cool, dude. It's a great running bike. I've put about 1,000 miles on it.
I saw the bike, and I'm like, I watched a couple videos on it. It's like, yeah. And I was like, I get my hopes up every time about the giveaway bikes. I'm like, I watch the streams a lot. And, I'm just going to hang out, play some games. And
fuck around and find out, dude.
Yeah, dude.
exactly.
Didn't
All
think
right.
I'd get an 813 call, huh?
So this is David's number. Text this number with all your info so David can save it and we'll figure everything out, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right, Ryan, I looking forward to making a new friend, and everyone who's watching is my friend too. I'm not saying that they aren't, but like anytime somebody wins a bike, you get like the special friendship package as well, because I feel like because I'm also like have to check up on you and be like, yo, you taking care of that shit? You fucking taking care of that bike? I'm watching your ass. You gotta post some pictures on fucking Instagram, dog. Lost on the Road is fucking, he's the poster child, dude. The first person to win a bike, dude. He'd be posting shit on Instagram all the time. I know exactly what that bike's up to. You got Instagram?
I'm gonna have to start posting more on Instagram.
You gotta fucking
I'm
be
on
posting this
Instagram.
fucking bike on Instagram, dude. I want to make sure it's running, dude. I'll make sure you're riding it.
Oh yeah.
This is not this is
Lost on the Road has a following.
He's a following now, dude. So okay, this isn't just a motorcycle. This is a lifetime responsibility. Okay.
It's like somebody's child, but in reverse.
Yeah,
It's
mine.
like no,
yours.
it's like being gifted a bonsai tree.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna give you back to David. Text all your info to this number, and your credit card
Great, will
info.
do.
Sucker. I'm just kidding.
I love you.
Congratulations, bud.
Goodbye.
Hey, Ryan. Congratulations.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Forgotten Angels.
No, shut up.
You're gonna win.
June, no. How could you say that?
It means a lot to us, so I'll give you a call.
Yeah, Road King Kong does have a following.
you're
Lost on the
right.
Road. Thank you so much for
I'll
like
touch you
sticking
tomorrow
with
and
it.
get some details taken.
The other Frank has it right. You're not the owner. You're the current curator.
That's pretty good.
That's all motorcycles. You buy a motorcycle, a shovel head. You don't own that shovel head. You're just its caretaker. Because it can live forever. It could surpass
Like a
you.
parrot.
Yeah, exactly, like a parrot. You're just taking care of it for now.
Like I
It's
know
gonna be
parrots
somebody
don't live
else's.
forever, but like they might as well.
So, I'm very glad he answered. That's the most stressful thing when somebody doesn't answer.
Yeah, I'm like, but to be fair,
has
if
happened.
I got a call that was like Sun City Center, Florida, I'd be like,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
no.
yeah. I can't believe he answered. So, to everybody who didn't win, which is literally everybody else who isn't Ryan.
Yeah, so the other like 499 of you.
It was over 1,000 people at the end of it.
Oh,
Almost 11. It was over 1,100 people.
oh, I
Because
only.
the number was 11111.
No, I mean like of the people who were here watching.
Oh, okay, yeah. But also to everybody else who bought a raffle ticket, and everybody knows it. Obviously, when you buy a raffle ticket, there are two parts, right? You have two feelings, and one of those feelings is, you know what? I'm donating to Forgotten Angels. We know that. Speaking of caretakers, the caretakers of when you make a donation to Forgotten Angels, you are trusting in David and Cindy, which I trust them implicitly. You are trusting them to do something with your goodwill and your hard-earned dollars that will do something more than the sum of those dollars. It's an incredible responsibility on David and Cindy as well. That's not something they take lightly. It's an incredible stress. It's an incredible job. It's a lot of pressure. But am I wrong, David? That's what you're doing. You're trusting Dave, Cindy, and the other people around Forgotten Angels to take your money and do more than $25 worth of good with it. You get more than, not $25, more than $25 because of the effort, the soul, the love, and the dedication that goes behind that. That's part of you thinks that. right? And then the other part of you goes like, maybe I'll win a bike. I don't blame you. Part of you goes like, yeah, I'm doing this, but like, maybe. And this time you didn't. Ryan did. But you should still feel pretty good about what you did. You should still feel pretty fucking awesome about what you did. Ryan sounds great. I was rooting for Gmo. She really wanted it. Yeah, dude, I was rooting for her to win it.
I think we're all rooting for Gmo.
Or like Flip and the Blue Mule, although he already won a bike.
I'm rooting for everybody.
But he was like, I'll call it the second. He had like another name for it or something. So I was like, oh, that sounds cool. Right. And then Gmo was like, I'll fly down and write it back to Washington. I was like, that sounds cool. But you know what? Ryan won. He lives in Colorado. And Ryan's a man who took his hard-earned dollars and donated to Forgotten Angels. So he deserves that bike. Just as everyone else here who's watching right now and who has either donated to Forgotten Angels or spoken about Forgotten Angels to somebody else or shared a video that was speaking about Forgotten Angels, anybody else, you guys deserve that bike the exact same amount that Ryan did. Ryan just happened to get it. Everyone deserved it the same amount. So I would say on a personal note for me, to everybody who has donated and will continue to donate it, thank you. It's amazing. I really appreciate it. I mean, as much as I can. It's not my money. I bet I do appreciate it. I can't appreciate it. I mean, like, you know what I mean? It sounds weird to be like, I appreciate it. Like, you're not giving it to me. I mean, right? Why should I appreciate it? Fuck you guys. I'm just kidding. No, you guys are awesome.
Fuck you. I love you.
Lala really wanted it too. Well, I have some exciting news for everybody who said that bike. Well, maybe exciting news because tomorrow's a big maybe. I have some exciting news for everybody who said the bike that I really want is that 1982 Shovel Head Tour Glide. Because David and I, for the next raffle bike, for everybody who entered 0.01 seconds after we called that one, the next raffle bike is also a 1982 Shovel Head Tour Glide. Maybe. We're going to look at it tomorrow. We don't know yet. It's a maybe. You guys will just have to find out on Sunday. Because on Sunday, if you watch my video that comes out on Sunday and there's not a new raffle bike in it, it didn't work out. Because we don't know yet. We have to go tomorrow and check it out. So that's the next one. Maybe. Also, I'm Finally Cool donated a motorcycle. So there is a next raffle bike. Can I say what that is? Does it matter?
Are you asking me?
I don't know. Or Dave will show you.
No, go ahead.
Okay. So we're going to look at another 82 Tour Glide tomorrow. And this one has the fairing. So it has the original fixed fairing that went on to become the Road Glide. It also has a tour pack. Like this one is like really completely set up with everything. Tour pack, fairing. It's got a bunch of drag specialties, chrome stuff on it. Very cool looking bike. But I can't guarantee that we'll get that one because we haven't seen it in person yet. We're going to look at it tomorrow. But for sure, I'm Finally Cool donated I think it's a 2002 something, early 2000s. I think it's a 2002 Road King. It's a police special Road King with the hockey pucks on the bags, with the police saddle on it. Very cool Road King. So we're trying to give away on the next one. We're trying to give away 2 bikes, and we're trying to give away I thought it was cool to give away another Tour Glide. If it works out, we don't know yet. That's like done up with the fairing because this one's stripped down, but this has the fairing. It has a tour pack, but then a Road King that is basically like exactly the same as the Tour Glide we just gave away to Ryan, except it has a twin cam engine in it. You know, so Lala, do not fret. You have another chance. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Absolutely amazing. You guys rock. You're doing good things. Together, we will actually change the world. I know it might not seem like it right now, but give me a decade. Oh, not me, David, really. But I'll take credit for it